Hey, good morning, everybody. Hello. You are struggling this morning, I'll learn.
Get these headphones on.
Well, you got a stocking cap on.
I do. I look like Jay from
Jay and Silent Bob.
Jay and Silent Bob.
Well, with
do
it
you have
pulled up
ear-
as high as it is, you look like a dock worker in New Jersey right
Do you have the earbuds?
I do. Hang on. Yeah, I do. I have everything.
They're on the earbuds.
Well, they just don't sound as full, and it upsets me.
She
How
can't
about
turn them
now?
up
They
to
look
15.
I know. I can't blow out my brain like I normally do with my headphones.
How about that? You get
It's
used
fine.
to them.
All right. All right.
Listen, everybody's comfort is my number one priority.
Thank you.
You are very
I just want
concerned.
everyone to be comfortable. Scott, you're looking good. This guy's looking relaxed.
Thank you.
You
I'm
do.
Gold
ready.
chain going.
He always looks
Got a
gorgeous.
vest.
That's the reason I'm relaxed.
Yeah,
You got a
to-
vest on, you know things are going
Oh,
good.
yeah.
You know what there is though about, and maybe you're like this as a radio person too. When I put these headphones on, I censor myself. So when I have these earbuds in, like the chances of me saying like a casual F word are
just
going
let her
to
rip.
be increased. So
Let it go. Get comfortable.
okay, okay, I'll get fired. No big deal.
Well, somebody asked me on Friday. I was out at 9 Mile Garden. And by the way, 9 Mile Garden in Afton. What a place.
Really?
Have you been?
No, all my friends have gone, and I'm so late to the
Have
party.
you been?
Have you even lived if you have not been to 9 Mile Garden?
Well, somebody asked me, hey, how much did Rafe get in trouble for cursing 3 times on the air a couple weeks ago?
Oh, yeah. I've been asked that a few times.
I go, well, listen, he got a talking to
Right.
by yours truly. But as far as getting in trouble, no. No, we have a delay here where just in case somebody were to say something naughty, I could press the button and it goes away.
Well,
like magic.
Not on the YouTube.
It's pretty
feed.
neat.
Not on the YouTube feed,
And-
but that's
And I guess on the podcast it's edited.
right.
Oh, it's
well, it's not. Scott would have to go in and edit.
Yeah.
Well,
But the
YouTube
FCC
is
does it
not the
regularly.
radio.
That's right.
Right. So as long as it doesn't go
Stop being a
out
square.
on your radio dial, it's fine. Yeah, and you were good. I just chalked it up as you've gotten so comfortable now. Like the honeymoon's over. You're comfortable now. You're just letting it go. Like you're not tight. We're just having a conversation.
You're not tight.
Okay.
You are loose.
You're loose, baby. You're loose. Hanging loose.
Very tight.
You ain't tight.
Trust
Not
me.
no more.
How tight are you?
Not
me,
no
dude.
more.
I've been doing my radio kegels. I'm tight,
You're not tight.
brother.
It was a compliment.
I would also say that I wasn't wrong. The 2 of those things should have been allowed. I feel like those were 2 fouls that the refs were definitely playing for the other team on the dump button. But hey, I don't want to. We don't have to wade into that.
I
You're
mean-
fine.
Yeah. All is well.
You're fine. Moon's out today. He'll be back tomorrow. Did he go to? He went to U2 last night.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Did you talk to him?
I haven't got to really talk to him yet about it. He said he's going to tell me when he gets here, but
I
he
want
sent me
the-
some videos, and it's
From
it's
inside
crazy.
the
Yeah.
sphere?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's wild, man. That's going to be a whole new world of entertainment.
I saw Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson were there this weekend as well.
Whoa.
I wonder if they ran into each other.
I'm sure they probably hang out.
I'm sure
the
they had the same
places.
seats, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Probably Tom Hanks sitting at the top of the sphere
That's
with,
where
with Moon.
That's where Moon's seat was.
Yeah, Tom Hanks had to go to StubHub, too, and get tickets for him and Rita.
In hopes to meet Bono finally.
Well, I know they just announced they're doing more dates in the sphere.
Yeah. Which is great.
Which that's cool, man.
So U2 will have some more shows. It's like 14 more shows, and then
Oh, so it's not a huge,
not
like,
a huge thing. But that's
doing it
14
for another year or
weeks
two.
or 7 more weeks.
Okay.
And then the Eagles might be coming to this
Okay.
year. Okay.
The Eagles, huh?
Yeah. Which, by the way, I saw them
Vince
last
Gill.
year. They still got it. They still got. I mean,
Even without
Glenn Fry, yeah. Even
But Vince
without
Gill's insane. Yeah.
Vince Gill is insane. That was the first time I'd ever seen him on stage, and made me cry.
Yeah.
He was so good.
Yeah, I was looking at pictures of that We Are Young festival that Moon was playing
Yeah.
out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, it's. A lot of people there.
Yeah.
A lot of people there.
Craig Gass was there.
Craig Gass is everywhere.
Yeah, he kept calling it COVID Fest. He just kept people were just breathing on each other. He was
Wow.
backstage at catering, breathing on the food. You know how you do.
Craig was?
Oh, yeah.
Breathing on the food? I wonder if him and Moon ran into each other.
That's awesome.
They're
I
buds.
didn't know he was there.
Craig Gass is everywhere.
Yeah,
Yes.
he is. Did you see the special guest that performed with Moon?
I saw Tony Hawk was on
Yes,
stage.
Tony Hawk came
So
out.
cool.
About that.
Can't wait to hear about it.
Wild, man.
I always get upset when they bring out a special guest to sing a hit song. Mm-hmm. Because I'm here to see my favorite band's hit song, and now it's somebody else singing it. Somebody else who can't sing.
Right. But hey,
Am I wrong in being upset by that?
no.
No, but I think in that kind of world, the punk world, it's a little different than if you were to go to see the Eagles and they brought out Tony Hawk.
That would be
That
weird.
would be awful. But if you're at a punk concert and he's
I guess
associated with that band and they're kind of connected and they're like the same deal, I mean, you got to
guess
have
so.
them up there.
Oh, here's our buddy Haas with coffee.
God
Thank you,
bless
buddy.
Thank you, man.
God bless you, Haas.
Yeah, just spray right here in my mouth.
I'm a team player.
Your necklace is cute. I'm just noticing.
I have
Oh,
a matching bracelet too. I just didn't wear it.
Thank you, Haas.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thanks,
That's
buddy.
the second best show in St. Louis.
You too.
Hey.
He's walking down the hall over to Casey.
Very nice of him.
Yeah, so anyway, everybody have good weekends?
I did.
Yeah.
Friday was 9 Mile Garden, which again I'd never been to before. It was one of those you'll call those. I mean, it was a gorgeous, gorgeous fall night.
Yeah. Perfection.
Chamber of Commerce night, you'd call that. Like this is the night they would brag about at the Chamber of Commerce in Afton. Awesome.
Man.
No clouds.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Great temperature. Everybody's in a good mood. I was in a bad mood starting.
Of
I'll be
course.
honest with you.
Why?
I couldn't find the place.
Oh. Was parking? I heard parking is kind of difficult.
Parking is not great there.
Okay.
Parking's not great. First off, when you put in directions, it's like 9375 Gravois. There's no signs that say 9 Mile Garden that I didn't see. I didn't see any. I drove past it 5 times. Where the hell is this place?
Right.
I finally, finally found where I was going. I parked by the AutoZone, which was next door, and walked over. I had Cat the dog with me, star of the show.
Yes.
Nobody cared
I
about
bet.
me. Cat the dog.
How'd a cat do?
She's fine. She's not a real big fan of other dogs going up to her face.
Yeah.
Understand.
Like she'll sniff a couple butts or two,
Don't we all?
but when a dog comes face to face with her, she'll growl and snap. I don't think anything malicious. She ain't gonna do anything to the other dog, but she'll like let the other dog know who's boss.
Right. Alpha.
But she's great with people and kids. Like anybody can go up to her, pet her. Kids were giving her treats.
This is your Labradoodle.
She's an Aussie Doodle.
I'm sorry, Aussie Doodle. I can't tell the. They look like perm dogs. All of them.
I say Australian Shepherd Poodle.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
Sounds a little
it's cool that
manlier.
you
I
can
don't know.
switch that up a little.
That dog is not manly, by the
No,
way. That is
not by any means.
pure cuteness.
No. No, she's doing,
Australian dogs circle the bed counterclockwise.
The other way, yeah.
Before, yeah.
yeah, people taking pictures with the dog, and yes, it was cool. Nice
Good.
night. A little girl came up to me. She drew a picture of me. Which
Oh,
was
show
nice.
the YouTube cameras that.
Looks just like me.
Pretty perfect caricature.
Yeah,
honestly.
that's me.
Oh my goodness! You have a
That
beret
is
on.
really
That's
Right,
excellent.
I was wearing a beret and wrote a nice letter to Rafe about her favorite segment.
She did.
on the
She
show.
did. You look like the movie. You ever seen like the Hitman? I think
With
it's
Natalie
called
Portman?
My Father the Hitman, with the guy where she's a little girl and the guy's taking
Yeah,
care of
Leon.
It's
What is
called
his
The
name?
Professional.
her. Leon, the professional. Thank you. So you knew what I was talking about. You just let me
Look like
flounder.
that guy.
No, I didn't.
Thanks. Let's read this sweet letter from this little girl, Leon. If your name was Leon Rizzuto,
Leon.
I just wonder how different your life would be. Leon Rizzuto. He'd worked for Sis Carbuncle, buying ugly houses. All right. Rizzuto Showcast. Hello. I'm Chloe. And I love listening to Rafe's E Memoriam, and it is so funny. But I don't know when the E Memoriam is on, so just say it on the radio, please, and thank you. I have 4 bunnies, and their names are Lulu, Goofball, Acorn, and Roxy, and 1 dog. Her name is Millie, and she is 11, but in dog years, she's 77, so she is old. Chloe, smiley face, star.
Cute.
Oh,
What a
it's very
cute
nice.
letter.
And Chloe was a lovely little girl.
Yeah, give her.
I think I gave her a pork steak army T-shirt.
Good.
So I couldn't officially swear her in, but
Pork Steak Army Youth Camp. I'm running one this
but it's like
winter.
ROTC.
Yeah.
Like an ROTC thing.
It's kind of like, it's a little bit of an ROTC getaway, weekend getaway. Get them on the zip line, see if they're cut out.
Good.
You know.
But what a cool place. Food trucks. There was music. Everybody was in a great mood.
That's
In
awesome.
a great mood. Song Society out there with us. I know they raised a good amount of money. They were with us on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Up at Hot Shots in St. Charles.
Who was is it bear tender or beer tender? People were
Bear tender.
bear tender, and who was it?
King Scott.
Yeah, it
You
was
were
me.
there. Oh, cute.
The most
King
comfortable
Scott was
outfit in the
in
world.
a giant bear costume
What?
for an hour, sweating his ass off.
Dude, that thing was toasty.
Could you make drinks in that thing?
That's what the whole goal was, and then you put it on, and the sleeves are sewn together, so there's no way you have no finger movement.
So
And
you're
it's
like
super
beers
slippery.
only.
I
Yeah.
don't understand what that was about, but it was a lot of fun to get to dress up in that. However, the head is made for probably someone like your size's head.
Because I have a small head.
Yeah, I got a just huge head.
A lot
so-
of hair on that head.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's already big without that, so that was an issue. My nose was basically broken the entire
Oh my
time.
god.
But that was fun.
Just twisted
That's fun.
sideways.
Nice seeing you on Saturday night.
Thank you. Yeah,
Watch
that was
some
a lot of
Blues
fun,
hockey. Watch some college football. I know the city soccer game came on just as we were leaving.
Yeah.
But yeah, good time. I saw you were down at Together Credit Union
Yeah.
on Saturday morning.
It was a nice day, a little windy, but beautiful day at Together Credit Union. A lot of people came out, had fun, gave some Burton bobbleheads away.
Yeah.
A lot of weirdo stickers. And they gave me a pile of the old last year's Halloween weirdo stickers, which are a hot ticket item. They had some left over. I brought them back with me. So
Controversy out of that. Together Credit Union was nice enough to want to offer T-shirts to all of us. And Rafe was like, hey, what sizes does everybody want? And all of you people said your sizes. And I said, actually, I'll pass because I don't want them to waste a shirt on me. This always happens where every free T-shirt that I get goes into a donation bin at some point.
You don't wear free T-shirts?
I don't.
Not even like around the house or like.
No, they're always built for men. They're thick as hell. They're not good. Just across the board. So I decline.
Wow,
and
how
then
insulting.
apparently that's insulting. I don't think it is.
weak argument, too.
They're wasting $9 a shirt on me that I don't want it to go to waste. And so I say, oh my gosh, thank you so much, but no thanks. I say this to bands, like local bands try and give me their T-shirts. I'm like, if you got a pin or something else small, I'll take it, but like a sticker.
But you
not a
will
free
buy
T-shirt.
old band T-shirts
I will.
from the 70s that were clearly also built for men off of the internet and wear
Yes.
them almost on a daily
Those
basis.
feel different and are cooler across the board.
Did you bring the T-shirts?
She's bringing them this week.
Oh, okay.
She's delivering to you. And they were STL City shirts.
Oh, like nice ones.
They're not, they're not together.
well,
it's not like
I'm an
Together
a-hole, I guess.
Credit
I don't
Union.
know.
They're nice STL City. And I said when everyone else kindly responded with their shirt size, I said, well, sure, I'll be happy to have that awkward conversation with Together Credit Union lady.
Don't you have an account with them?
I do. I pay my mortgage to them.
Consider it closed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Consider it closed.
Your
We have a
rates
great
just went up.
relationship. My rates just went up.
Yeah, your rates just went up, and now it's
Due
closed.
to a glitch. Due to a glitch in our system.
And you were out at Copper Fire on Saturday night?
Oh, yeah, packed house, Copper Fire. It was fun. We had a special guest, not Tony Hawk, but we had Bobby Price, who sat in on keys and harmonica with us. And so we were a 5-piece instead of a 4-piece. And people wanted a encore. I mean, these people were
Yelling for an encore.
ready to have extra songs played. So that was really fun. Yeah, it was good times.
Do you dance on stage, right?
I do. I can't not dance. It's impossible.
Okay, so when you dance, now I'm just wondering if a younger person would see you dancing on stage, where they go, that's an old person dancing.
No. I look good.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not sure, but I don't think if people are thinking I'm old, then they're older.
I mean, you're not
than me,
even
then-
40 yet.
No, I don't know. I mean, I probably have like jowls and sag ass.
Well,
but-
no, because I ask about the way you dance. And when I go to a wedding, I like to dance. Are you a dancer at a wedding, Rafe?
Yeah. I'm a deceptively good dancer. It usually surprises people.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this. When are we going dancing in this room? All of you. Never.
I don't
My
know.
friends have commented on it.
I mean, it's gonna happen.
I don't dance the whole time.
Like, are we dancing this Saturday? Will you dance at this party on Saturday?
I mean, I'm gonna be in a white rabbit costume.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course I'm dancing.
Yeah.
All right, good.
What
Yes.
question is that? If you do this or think it looks cool, TikTok would like you to know you're officially an old person. Dancing with both hands in the air is supposedly a sign you're old now.
Okay, then I'm old.
Your hands are in the air?
I get.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You are totally an old person now.
Oh, man.
Dancing with both hands in the air is a sign you're old.
I just thought she was casting a spell. I didn't know it was because I assumed you were trying to cast a spell over the audience.
No, some guy who
wicked.
looks like he's maybe mid-30s posted a video after a woman who's younger than him called him out for it. So they're dancing at a club. She said she could tell he was older because his go-to move was dancing with both hands up and his elbows slightly bent. Here he
So
is
it's supposed to
talking
keep
about
your
it.
arms straight like a moron.
I was dancing at the club last night with this girl, and she was like, you know what's giving away your age? She was like, you keep putting your hands up. But I would do it too. I'd be like, woo! And she was like, stop putting your hands up. And I was like, my mom does that. I'm too old to be in this club.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whiny.
His voice sucks.
Whiny. Yeah, his voice does suck.
There was other things probably preventing him from sealing the deal.
I get kind of weird when I dance. Like, I always have to kind of think, okay, be cognizant of what your body's doing, Lauren.
Yeah.
You know.
I just let the music take me. If my hands go on the air,
That's what
hell.
you're supposed to do, dude. Dance like nobody's watching.
Yeah.
It's true.
There's no wrong
no.
way to
Go
dance.
That everybody's watching.
So the go-to move, if your hands are up in the air, that you're an old person.
Yeah.
It's even worse if you clap first.
Oh, I do a lot of
Oh,
clapping.
dude, you got to.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to get those up that high? If you got to get that power in there.
And if your palms face up like you're about to raise the roof, you're definitely old.
Okay, I don't really do
Man. I was just raising
What
the
are
roof
you
this
supposed
morning.
to do, though? You're supposed to, like, touch your body? Like, what are the young people doing? I need
Well,
to know.
it
String
sounds like
bean.
they just keep their arms straight by their side and their legs move, but their arms
Yeah.
don't.
Like a tadpole.
They look very
I
stupid.
was watching, I caught SNL when I got home on Saturday night, and Bad Bunny was the host.
Oh, yeah.
And he was a musical guest too. And I don't really know much about Bad Bunny. I know he's probably the biggest artist in the world, worldwide.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the guy's got #1 records. He's an actor. He's a lot of things. Bad Bunny, a wrestler.
What? Didn't know that.
But all he did while he was singing a song was grab his dong. I guess that's what he's supposed to do with your hands.
I don't have a dong.
Well,
put your
grab
hand-
the dong closest to you.
Mm-hmm. He was grabbing his dong so much it was so distracting.
Grab your neighbor's dong. Peace be unto you.
Like all he was doing, it was almost like his pants were not fitting right. Like he just kept like
They're pulling him up.
like from his dong.
Yeah.
But his hands did not go up once.
Man, how was he as
He
hosting?
knows. He was fine.
He was pretty
They had
talented
quite a
guy
few.
then?
They had quite a few guests come out on SNL on Saturday.
Yeah.
Which
I
they
wouldn't
said,
say he crushed the sketch part.
which
of
is a
SNL.
sign of, oh my God,
Prop
not
up-
a strong host.
let's prop
We
this
need
up.
to get some people in here to help him out. So Pedro Pascal came out a couple times.
He paid? Yeah.
Mick Jagger was out there.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga introduced him. So usually if you're
Dame
not
Judi Dench showed up.
Wow.
Wow.
Leonardo DiCaprio, the bear from The Revenant.
Oh, my God. No way.
Wow.
There's a lot going on, dude.
So
Air
basically,
Bud.
river dance is the cool thing to do nowadays, says Everett. Oh,
No.
yeah, hands on your hips.
Oh, we did. We
Wow,
played
that is
Time
cool.
Warp from Rocky Horror Picture Show live on Saturday. Man, everybody was out just pelvic thrusting. It was awesome.
Yeah, but hey.
That's my move. Never goes out of style.
What?
Just hard thrusted.
Hard thrust.
Oh, air humping?
Just hard thrust.
I love dancing.
Never,
with-
Cool
never,
move,
even to
man.
the chicken dance. Who cares?
Air
No
humping?
one can
Is that what you're
stop
talking
me,
about?
dude. Yeah.
All the moves are going to come out
Like
this
hands on the
Saturday.
hips?
I just pretend like Genuine's pony is on in my head at
Oh.
all times.
Like,
And,
oh, this is what we're doing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
no, and I'm not doing it like I'm
Bring your
doing
knees in tight.
70s calisthenics. I'm doing it like I'm doing a Joni Greggins video.
Are we swiveling?
There you go. Whoa. That's all I was doing at the Chiefs game, dude. I kept fight for your right to Lombardi, and I was up in the stands embarrassing Josh.
Yeah.
You were there yesterday.
Yeah, you went to the Chiefs game
hands in the
yesterday.
air.
What time did you get in?
Late. I'm running on coffee and love for the St. Louis community right now. They needed me here.
Why don't you take a
Crack a
scoop of
few jokes.
Exploder?
Oh, I'm on it. Exploder just got me back to baseline. This coffee's sitting over here, and I have no cup to put it in. Trust me, it's killing me right now.
Where's your cup?
I use the cardboard cups. You guys all have
Do you want me to
little
just
Yetis.
put your cup your hands and I'll just
I'm about to. I left Saturday after the credit union gig, which someone also I want to shout out the kid that brought me an MRE.
Oh, so real.
I got a real
validity.
MRE. Yep.
Nice.
And I put that in my emergency preparedness kit in the back of my car.
What, a tuna casserole? What'd you
No,
get?
they didn't give me the 5 fingers of death, the Frankfurter one. They brought me a nice, I believe it was chicken stew.
Ooh.
So that's a good one.
That's cool.
I'm going to save that for a rainy day, but it was cool.
That's awesome.
And then a girl came dressed as our mannequin. And I
Oh,
sent you
I
guys a
saw
picture, and it was
that.
so
Hilarious.
funny.
Yeah.
She was in an all-white bodysuit and made me sign her stomach.
I saw somebody. Yeah, you took a picture of somebody who came
I was
together
dying laughing.
dressed as our mannequin.
Yeah, the people that came out were awesome, man.
I'll
I had some people come out, and
Awesome.
yeah, it was so
so
funny.
cool.
Such a fun costume. And she was great, and everyone was super cool. I like events like that too because it was like I had enough time to like spend some time with people, and
Yeah,
I enjoyed
chill.
that. I like
You're
talking
outside.
to
It was
folks.
gorgeous
Outside. Had a couple people come up talk to me about their sobriety, which I thought was sweet. One guy was telling me, stories about having PTSD, getting back from Afghanistan. Shout out to that dude, man. 6 years sober. That's awesome. Wow. And with his kid, and he's like, hey, man, I had a bad experience at a camp out. Went on like a Cub Scout jamboree or something, and just got back from Afghanistan and got freaked out. They didn't have a fire guard and was having all these,
Oh, man.
and then I went and got a bottle and got drunk, and they asked us to go home. I had this situation, and I was like, you shared.
Got hammered at the scout camp, huh?
Yeah, and he's like, that was the last time. He's like, 6 years ago, I was humiliated, but I was like, got a handle on it. And man, shout out to that dude. And his son seemed real proud of him, and that was a real sweet
Nice to see,
story.
man.
Yeah, it was cool.
So then you made your way out to Kansas City.
Made my way out to old KC after that.
Is that 3.5 hours?
Yep.
If you don't stop to pee or nothing. It's really about 4.5. Went to Jess and Jim's, famous gay bar or steakhouse. Steakhouse in KC, old school, been open for like 100 years, owned by the same family. Went and had me some prime rib and half of Josh McNew's ribeye that he didn't eat. I was like, "We'll pass it over. I'm getting after it."
Is that Saturday night?
Saturday night, good time. They had pickled beets as a complimentary. I ain't never seen that
A
before.
little something
Wow.
from
Complimentary
the kitchen.
Most places serve bread. Pickled beets at Jess and Jim's.
Uh-huh.
All right.
That's real old school.
They're pretty good, to be honest. Food was great. If you're in KC, go to Jess and Jim's.
Jess
Check
and
it
Jim's,
out.
where'd you
It's
guys
old
stay?
school.
You Airbnb it?
No, we stayed at the Best Western Premier across from Arrowhead because I wanted to get out. I was like, the parking lot's going to be nuts. If we can park across the street, we can
Smart.
walk across the street and get out.
That was smart.
And it did work. It was like the dad in me came alive when we went to the Chiefs game. Here's
Yeah,
cool.
If you've been to Arrowhead, you can get stuck in that parking lot.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, and it was
Yeah.
packed. Dude.
Hours.
It was packed. Awesome game. Had a blast. Got pictures. Dude, I got so close to the drum. I almost got a bucket list item off.
Oh, man.
Game's over. First of all, 2 cool things happened. One, this never happens. And Tina's going to be so mad that it happened when she was out there. Casey Wolf came up in our section.
Out of
I thought
jail?
he was in jail.
Wait, he's back?
No, the actual Casey Wolf, not the fake guy.
Oh,
I thought that was the same. That's
I know,
funny.
I didn't know.
No.
No, like the actual official Kansas City Chiefs mascot.
Yeah, the
Oh,
actual
Louis.
I
Kansas,
see. I see.
yeah,
Like
the
actually-
actual Kansas City Chiefs
Yeah.
mascot who does not rob banks. I'd like to be clear about that on the air.
Well,
Dude, he came up in our section, and I took our friend and coworker Josh McNew was his first Chiefs game. I took him to guest services and made him get the little kid's certificate, like first Chiefs game. Took a picture of him, and then we're up in the stands, and I look down, man, and I just see like the wolf is coming. And I was like, oh, he's coming up the aisle. And then he stopped at our row, and he came in our row.
Whoa.
And I'm like, dude, this is crazy.
77,000 people.
77,000. And I'm high-fiving. And they were like, it was a case of mistaken identity. So Josh was beside me. And they're like, we're looking for Kyle. And I'm like, this is Kyle.
Oh, my God.
So the wolf's like hugging Josh and picking him up. And he's like, yeah. And there's like cameras and stuff. And
Who was Kyle?
don't know, dude.
That's awesome.
Looking for Kyle.
Don't know, man. And finally, about halfway through this
Kyle probably just came back from the war.
Dude,
Yeah, exactly.
they eventually found Kyle. He was further down in the row.
You're not Kyle.
I was like, it's his first game. He's Kyle. And then the wolf stopped. They're doing like a photo op, taking all these pictures. He's got a handler behind him. And then like through the neck of the mascot hole, I could see the little screen they look out of. Mm-hmm. And he goes, you're Kyle? And Josh is like, what's happening right now? I'm not Kyle. I'm not Kyle. And the wolf goes, he's not the guy. He's not the guy. You could hear it coming from inside the mask, and I was dead laughing. Could not stop laughing. It was amazing. And I'm like, that's never going to happen again, dude.
No.
It's never going to happen again. He can't. Not only did he come to our row, he stopped in our seats. It was wild.
You got a picture of it?
Oh, I got a video.
Oh.
I got a video of Josh, like, looking so confused. But also, I saw a guy that, there's something about a mascot, dude, that brings out the child in everyone. It's still real. There was a guy with like a braided ponytail. It looked like he probably been riding a Harley since he was 4 years old. Sitting like two things in front of us. I mean, he just looks like he just looks like, that dude looks like he was an iron worker when he was like probably 9 years old. Mm-hmm. And when the mascot came up, he turned around, and I got on video, and I'll show it to you guys. A sense of childlike wonder on this hard man's face. His face turned. For a minute, his inner child just was on his face.
You look at his hands; they're all callous.
He was taking, he was all callous, and he's like, I'm on my fourth divorce, and I lost half of my friends in Vietnam, and I actually have been an iron worker since 1970. Oh my God, is that the Casey Wolf? And then he turned around, and his face was lit up, and he was smiling, his mouth was open, and he was just like looking up at the wolf. And
just
I go,
the joy, huh?
It's crazy. It's just there's a childlike sense of joy with an adult in a costume with a giant head. People lose their mind.
Yeah, we know the guys that are in the Louis costume and in the Fredbird costume.
Saw them both Thursday out at Mountaintop. They're both out there.
Oh, they were both out there?
Yeah.
Together?
Yeah, well, not together. They came separately, but they were out walking around at the same time.
In uniform?
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Because to see them, by the way, to see the guys that are in the costumes outside of the costumes, these are happy guys.
Yeah.
Like, they love what they do.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine your job whenever you walk into a place. Joy.
Yeah, I remember.
It's the opposite of Chris Hansen.
It is.
When Chris Hansen walks into a place, it's not joy.
You got the Casey Wolf's like, get out of your seat. He's the opposite of Chris Hansen.
Oh,
get up out of your seat.
Get up out of your seat. Not take a seat. Get up out of your seat.
I did say that in the stands as a joke, and then I felt bad because it was people were turning around and go, this is my son. I had my arm around Josh, and I was like, this is my son's first game. And everybody's clapping, and I go, he just got out of jail. Everybody started clapping. I go, he's a child predator.
Poor Josh.
He goes, what are you doing, man? And I go, don't judge him. He did his time.
What are you doing?
That was
first
funny.
game.
People are taking their kids home.
Our section was cool.
Was the place a buzz that Taylor Swift was in the house?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of talk in the audience about it in the stands. Everybody there was kind of focused on the game because they weren't showing her like they never showed her in the stadium.
Wow.
Oh, they showed her on TV.
On the
a lot.
Jumbotron. Yeah, I'm sure on TV they were, but they
Her
were
and
not.
Brittany Mahomes chumming it up. They have their own handshake now.
Patrick's brother was up there, and they were like chest pumping. I mean, it was just, every commercial break, it was all
Yeah, now Taylor
Jackson?
Swift. Yeah, Jackson was there.
He'd be laying low right now.
He was. He wasn't the normal Jackson Mahomes that everybody's normally used to seeing. He's
I
laying
bet Taylor
low.
Swift's people were like,
Don't even think about it.
stay over there. We don't even want a picture of you standing next to her.
That's why I thought I was surprised that he was up there with her because the Swifties, if they read about what he had done or been allegedly accused of, they'd be like, "What are you doing
Not
hanging
good.
out with him?" Yeah,
Not good. But I tell you what, watching that game on TV, Have you seen a game at Arrowhead?
Yes.
Place is so, for an outdoor place, loud.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It is unbelievably loud.
It was cool to be there with someone's first time because he had never been. He'd been to like a game at the Dome, and he's like, well, I've been to an NFL game. And I go, no. You've been to a Rams game in a dome that wasn't built for them inside.
Richard says, what kind of man orders ribeye steak and doesn't finish it?
Listen, I had the exact same.
One guy just got out of jail.
Yes.
We had the exact same conversation. And Jess and Jim's. I'm like, you got to eat that, man.
Yeah, it's a ribeye.
Come on. What are you doing? Had a good twice-baked potato, too, but I don't want to get caught up in the deets.
When you order a ribeye, you're expected to eat the whole thing.
Really? I didn't know those
It's not
were
a
the
New
rules.
York strip.
But after the
It's
game.
not a petite filet. You order a ribeye, you finish it.
People chiming in on Lern's dancing, by the way. It is good.
Thank you.
It is. I've seen you. You have lead singer moves. They're good.
Lady Lee Roth.
Lady Lee Roth.
Lady
Lern
Lee
Lee
Roth.
Roth.
Awesome.
Lern Lee Roth. And let me tell you something. She makes a
Tell me
meal
all
out of a
about it.
tambourine. This one. She
All
makes a meal out of a tambourine session.
So, great KC game. They won. Everybody's all... I'm sure when you're going down
buzz.
the spiral, everybody's hitting the side of the...
Oh, yeah. They were banging. Everyone was a buzz.
Hitting the side of the things.
Shirts off. You see many of that?
There's a few shirts off. And I have some friends that go, too. And shout out to the guy. Man, they cook. The guy that cooks at all the Arkansas Razorback games. This guy's like a master pit smoker. I got some friends that are like from Northwest Arkansas that come up for every game, and he was out there. He made us some brisket and some ribs before the game, and man, it was.
We should have told you. Our buddy Bill Rush.
Ain't like that.
Our buddy Bill Rush, and when we go down to KC every year, they have a huge tailgating group called the Tequila Gators.
And their foods.
And they
Phenomenal.
great food. I should have told you.
Yeah, you should have.
They would have welcomed you with open arms.
Yeah.
Well, we got hooked up. It was fun, and then after the game, I let the place clear out because I don't like to. It's just not worth fighting the crowd to get out. And I was like, man, we were right by the drum, and I saw some people up there taking like pictures, and
Because the game ended around 6.
Yeah. I told Josh, I go, grab your camera, dude. That drum's just sitting there. I ain't hurting nobody. And I made my way for the drum. And I was like, this is on my bucket list, dude. I didn't say it had to be during a game. I said I wanted to play the drum at Arrowhead. No, I got a very aggressive police officer stop me.
Absolutely.
He was doing his job.
Yeah, of course.
He was pretty cool. But I saw some kids in there taking like pictures, and he's like, sorry, man, you can't come in here. I go, why those kids get to come in here? And he's like,
these are like Make-A-Wish kids. Like,
Right.
this is their like dying wish.
He goes,
all they
kid,
man, come
kid
on.
just went to heaven, dude.
Come on.
Okay. So he's better than me? I almost had him tucked into it, honestly. I gave him the whole spiel, and I said, hey, man, I'm on a morning radio show in St. Louis. This is on my bucket list. I'm not going to let me pop in. They didn't have the stick. They didn't have, like, the thing they beat it with, but I'm like, I think I'm going to just, like, reggae this. Like,
You know, just get behind there.
I'm just going to play it like a bongo, like Matthew McConaughey, take my shirt off, and I'm out. And it's counting. And I'm telling you, dude, I could have touched it over the glass. It was right there. But the cop was sitting in a chair just looking at me. He goes, I can't, man. I'm sorry.
It's my one job.
They told me they sat me here. I'm the new guy. They told me guard the drum.
I have one job today.
Yep, his job was.
Man.
But man, I was
Like
an arm's
stuff
length
could
of a
be
dream.
going down around the stadium.
Yeah.
Where every cop is needed except for you, Greg. Your job is to guard the drum.
Heck
Yep.
yeah.
Whatever
Sweet
happens.
gig.
Whatever happens.
Yep.
Greg, you are to stay here and guard the drum.
Right now, there's a guy sitting there guarding it.
And if
Greg
we
is
see a
still there.
possibly middle-aged white man playing that drum after the game, you're fired, Greg.
Oh, you know how many bucket lists that is on?
Yeah, but mine's more important than everyone else's.
I agree.
Thank you.
I agree.
It was fun, though. And
So
then
6
I
o'clock
got
game ends. You're in your car at what time?
in my car. We're in the car on the road probably like 6:45.
Not bad.
My Waze is telling me you're going to be home at 9:45.
That's good.
We'll beat that.
Wow.
Were you like, we'll beat the ways?
Yeah. So it was probably mid 6:30, and I was like, watch this. The dad in me, I pulled out of the hotel parking lot, and I was on 70 in less than 45 seconds. The plan's coming together, dude.
Yeah.
There's no one on 70 because it's that part of 70 east. So I missed all the traffic. Them rerouting everyone out of Arrowhead. I'm gone in 60 seconds. I'm Nicolas Cage. I'm in Eleanor. Good things are happening for me. Making great time. Making excellent time. Shaved about 10 minutes off by the time I hit Herman, Missouri. Herman shut down.
What?
Oh.
1 lane of traffic, 2 hours. I sat in traffic. They were rebuilding like an overpass, and they had everyone coming off the exit in Herman and getting right back on. But it was like that overpass that went over the highway in Herman.
Oh,
Yep.
With
so
a
mad.
stoplight and everything.
Dude, it was like it kept saying you're going to be in traffic for 15 minutes, but it just never moved.
Yeah.
And
2
I was
hours.
like, 2 hours. I got home at like midnight.
Oh, well, God bless.
Nice.
Thank you for coming in.
Bum me out.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
I'm just,
brutal.
look, I don't care about being tired. I'm mad about not making time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the dad in me was like, "This, I'm about to set a record."
Yeah.
Getting home from Arrowhead.
9:45. Watch.
Thanks a lot, Herman.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be nice
Herman?
next time.
You're on notice.
Hey, you know what season it is? It is
The season of the witch. Thank you.
it is Hillbilly Mango season.
Fall.
Hillbilly Mango.
Wait, I have mango with me today.
Hillbilly Mango, our pawpaws.
Yep, that's right. Just read this on Fox 2's website. 'Tis the season for Hillbilly Mangoes.
Yes.
The Midwest boasts its unique fruit known as the pawpaw or the Hillbilly Mango.
That's awesome.
These fruits are in season from September to October. Pawpaws offer a blend of banana and mango flavors with a custard-like texture. Typically found near rivers and streams, most commonly along the Mississippi River. Yeah, we tried one of these a couple weeks ago, thanks to Lern.
Yeah, man.
They're great.
And you know what? A lot of people reached out wondering, because I got that one from Forest Keeling Nursery. They don't have pawpaws there that you can buy, but I believe they have pawpaw trees. So if you're looking for one, check them out.
Pawpaw plants resemble small shrubs or trees belonging to the tropical plant family. Their large leaves cluster near the branch tips, giving them an umbrella-like appearance. These plants can reach a height of up to 30 feet. In deep shade, they form thickets and rarely flower or bear fruit unless the canopy opens. When their leaves are crushed, they emit a bell pepper-like odor. Native Americans have a long history of using these fruits. They are often cultivated pawpaw trees to ensure a reliable food source in the fall. For instance, the Cherokee utilized the inner bark to craft ropes and strings, while Louisiana tribes wove the inner bark into cloth.
That's cool.
While collecting pawpaws for personal use is legal in most areas, it's not allowed in nature centers, conservation offices, or natural preserves.
Cool. So we can just go
Just grab a man from anywhere. It's
I'm gonna
pawpaw
hop in a
season.
canoe today.
Pawpaw
I'm going to hop in
Pawpaw
a canoe
season.
and go down to Mississippi, grab a few.
There you go.
When does revenge turn into stalking?
Immediately.
Oh, man.
Wait,
I
that
would
seems
love to
backwards.
know.
When does stalking turn into revenge would be a...
Yeah, aren't those like hand in hand? I mean, it's stalking, I don't know, like, because you're obsessively so you want revenge on somebody. Okay, you're obsessively thinking about them. Yeah,
I don't know. I'm kind of going through some of the stories I read over the weekend, and a video has gone viral of a woman describing the 15 years she spent getting revenge on a guy who spit on her friend.
Oh.
So they were at a club, and the friend accidentally caused the guy to spill his drink, and he clearly overreacted. So she tried to come to her friend's defense, so he insulted her too. The next day, she found him on Facebook, created fake accounts, saw what TV shows he watched, and posted spoilers that he would see. Now, here's part 2.
Oh, okay.
A few months later, the guy is in her political science class. He still doesn't know who she is, but he does act like a jerk to everyone. This time she finds his Reddit account and makes sure he sees more spoilers.
Can we also just say, like, this woman needs to be, like, in investigations because the way she's able to find things out on this guy is pretty good.
Now, if you're not sure that she's a stalker, here's part 3. 8 years later, she finds the guy is engaged to somebody she knows about, who's a very sweet woman. So off she goes investigating him again. She returns to his Reddit account and sees him posting, quote-unquote, sinister stuff. She decides to send that sinister stuff to the fiancé.
Oh, my
Soon after, engagement over, she adds that the sweet woman married somebody else and has kids.
Oh, well, good for her. Yeah, this woman's a psycho.
Yeah.
Here she is talking about it.
When I was in college, I went to a comedy show with a couple of friends, and my friend accidentally knocked her chair into the guy behind her and spilled his drink all over him. And he stands up and calls her a stupid fat bitch, which categorically not true. And he was not hearing her apology. And then he spits on her, like assault. So the next day, I find this guy.
Clearly, this guy's a douchebag.
Yeah.
So her friend wasn't a B word.
Right.
Right.
Okay. But
On Facebook and see that he's obsessed with Walking Dead and Breaking Bad. Find spoilers for all the upcoming episodes, and I make a couple fake Facebook accounts and would message him spoilers on a weekly basis, and he would make these rage-filled Facebook statuses and tweets like, "Who is sending me this?" It was so much fun.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Still, too far?
Yeah, I just think like you're wasting your life on this person.
But how long does that really take?
Well,
Come on, let's be honest. Maybe
but your
5
mind-
minutes out of her day.
her mind is occupied all day long.
yeah,
with it.
she's thinking deeply about this
Wow.
guy, of how she can mess with him.
You think he's taking up space in her head?
Living rent.
Yeah,
free.
life
but
is
you know,
very
she may
short.
be like me a little bit, and with this will not stand.
I get that, but
Like this cannot stand.
you can have
Life
that thought.
is short. It's funny you'd meditate on someone that's so ignorant,
Right.
and instead of just being like, you know what, we're moving on from that weird guy. I'm
I
not
don't
going
know.
to
I'm
think
still
about
on
him
her
again.
side. I'm still on her side.
Well, I appreciate the friend she is, that she's like, oh, you are not going to mess with my girlfriend.
I'm still on her side.
Okay.
Sending me this. It was so much fun. I really hate him. I don't think about him for another 8 years until I see a friend of a friend. They get engaged. I find out when they're pretty close to their wedding. I see some pretty sinister stuff on his Reddit.
Now we're getting weird. Now it's
Now
getting
we're
strange.
The
getting
fact
weird.
that
Now
it's
it's getting strange.
8 years later and you're still like, oh, I'm going to dig up. Oh, like you have to let things go. You have to go, okay, that was 8 years ago. She was, everybody was more immature.
Also, yeah,
back
I'm a
then.
different person than I was
Yeah.
8 years ago.
Also, like, why wouldn't the fiance like see the Reddit account and know? I guess, you know.
I don't know. Do you know every piece of Tim's
I think
social
I
media
do.
footprint?
He doesn't really do much. I mean, he probably has all these secret
Like Sugar
underground
Daddy
accounts that I
69
don't
is
know
one
about.
of his
Yeah.
popular. Yeah, that's what he goes on Reddit.
I
and
ask him all the time though. I'm always like, "You on OnlyFans? You on the black market?" Like,
Black market?
I'll
Do you
You
randomly,
ask like that because that's
You-
not going to
Are
elicit
I
you
do.
the
I
on the
truth.
corner
black
him at
market?
home. I got
Doing
this-
what?
She's dancing with her hands up.
Yeah.
Are you on OnlyFans?
Randomly, I'll ask him. I'll like check in, catch his ass. You know,
Hey, Tim, checking in. You on Reddit?
it's like living in a
Are
bad
you
house in our
hacking
house.
banks?
Jeez.
Some pretty sinister stuff on his Reddit. If it was your partner, you would want to know. So I jump on one of those old like Facebook accounts, reset the password, get access to it, and send her all of the like, hey, like you should check this out. And she breaks off the engagement. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but yeah, you shouldn't assault women and call them bitches.
Wait a second. She hacked his Facebook account and pulled all his old messages. Did I hear that
No,
right?
she went to Reddit.
Right.
Did she say she hacked his Facebook account?
I thought
too?
she just said she found his old Facebook account and got his
She
password.
found her.
Accounts, reset the password, get access to
Let me go back to that.
Reset the password and get access. What is
This
that?
woman is a nut.
close to their wedding. I see some pretty sinister stuff on his Reddit. If it was your partner, you would want to know.
Yeah.
So I jump on one of those old like Facebook accounts, reset the password, get access to it, and send her all of the like, hey, like you should check this.
Okay.
Okay, she's
All right,
now.
lady.
She got on his Facebook and hacked
Isn't that
it.
criminal?
That's what that sounds
Yeah.
like, right?
That sounded like okay. I didn't,
And she's
I didn't-
admitting all of
I
this
think
right
that's
now.
a little illegal, and
yeah.
it's called
Yeah.
harassment.
Okay, that's now it's
Brutality.
gone from revenge. To
You know, I have a
stalking, for
feeling
sure.
that
I'm not on her
her
side
friend
anymore.
really was the description he gave.
Yeah,
I don't think these are
a
nice
couple of
people.
bitches. Yeah.
They're not nice people. Wow. I feel
I'm
bad
also
for the guy.
like-
He's a good guy.
Did you...
And he avoided her other friend. Like, thank God he didn't have to marry
Yeah.
that lady. Yeah, he did good.
My question would be like, did she ever tell him why she was doing it? Like, what lesson is there to be learned if he's just like, I don't know why this person's
Like, this
ruining
woman is
my
just
life.
harassing me.
Is he just now? Did she ever attach with the spoilers of Walking Dead? Like, hey, Negan kills Glenn. By the way, don't call women stupid fat bees.
And Chris, great point on the instant feedback. Her excited voice alone suggests that she's Looney Tunes.
Yeah, big time. You know what, though? I do say I have such a envy for, and it's mainly like my girlfriends, like where I'll say something about, like we have a situation, you know, where we find out about one of our friends is dating a guy, and then we want to like know more about him. Like I have friends that will do a deep dive. They will find out every little thing about this guy in a way that is like
Psycho?
private investigators.
So they go
Oh,
on
yeah,
those,
that too.
They sign up for one of those accounts and they get the background info.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
let me
Okay,
tell you something.
Everybody's saying she signed on to her old Facebook account, the one she had sent the spoilers.
I see. Okay, not as crazy as we
okay.
thought.
It's still crazy, like the way she's excited
At least
about
it's
it.
not illegal. I thought she was breaking laws there or something.
Okay.
Oh, that makes more sense because I was like, if she hacked into his, like that's
Wow.
definitely. Also, men not doing any of that.
Yeah, I know.
Name a time that you're like, hey, I'm dating this girl, Brittany, and you're like,
They don't care.
boys, get your laptops out.
It's like
Time to do a
ship.
deep dive.
We're just like,
Yeah.
yeah, she's hot. That's right. That is
That's
hot.
it.
I know.
Yeah, not a bad. She's a looker. Good for you, buddy. Like we just moved when like
We've had to create a network though like this. I mean, this is just like years and generations of crap happening to women where we have to create this like underground network of like, okay, we will investigate.
Well,
Oh,
That was-
because women have never done anything to men.
yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we have to.
It is funny the
I
difference with this because when I was out in LA, there was this gal that I was going to go on a date with, and my buddy's like, dude, you got to read, because he knew that she had been in some film stuff. He's like, you got to see what she's done and all this. And I'm like, no, we're not Googling her or any of that kind of stuff.
Really?
I don't want to know too
And
much.
yeah, because then it turned out she was super famous. So you're just like, oh, now I'm nervous.
Yeah.
And it like it ruined everything.
I get that.
That's how
Yeah.
I blew it with Cloris Leachman.
Yes.
Oh, R.I.P.
And that's how. Once again, second time in the broadcast, Dame Judi Dench
Yeah,
got
that's
away.
how I blew it with Dame Judi
So
Dench.
close.
I mean, I agree with Lern to. I do agree with you to a point. Women do have to do their research, but also it's just there's something fundamentally like men just aren't.
The first thing you
Let me
ask
tell you
is how
something.
she
We've
looked.
all had a guy where we were like, the girl he's dating is insane. She is guano crazy. It is written. It is red flag city, and we don't say nothing.
Okay, what's the first question
We just
ask?
let him have. We mind our business. We're just like, hey man, yeah, she seems cool.
All right, so Rafe, ask me. All right, our buddy Scott just got a new girlfriend. Just say, hey, Scott got a new girlfriend.
Hey, Scott got a new girlfriend.
What's she look like?
Yeah.
She's kind of.
That's the first question, though.
Yeah.
I agree.
'Cause
That's our
it's-
first question.
That's our big warning sign. It's
That's
like,
our first question.
And she's pretty hot.
She's
okay.
got a great personality. It's like, nah, we got to end this. We got to end it for him.
I feel like women, we would welcome the investigation. Like I wish men cared more about.
project.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You know?
we got a mission, ladies.
Because like women
Well, if
get
we
to
do-
the question
if we do
too.
that, it's called harassment.
Well, I mean, I guess it's harassment across the board, right? Like, I mean, but also, like you're saying, women do have to do their investigating. 'Cause
Sure.
What if they're a criminal? What you know?
No, I think it's
who
smart.
knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, it would be great
is.
if men actually took the time to give a crap more. I mean, looks are all about it. Like, yeah, is she hot? I want to know as well. Is he hot? But also, like, does he have a crime? Where does he work? Where do you go to school?
Did you go on to CaseNet to go?
Yeah.
Who does he know? Yeah,
Yeah.
CaseNet. You can look up all sorts of records online.
We're
for
just
the
not
state.
doing that, dude. She could be for all I know. My best friend's girlfriend could have done 10 years for writing bad checks. I'd never know it.
Unless something happened which made you like, maybe I should investigate.
Yeah.
Like, and something would have to happen.
I'd have to hear something.
Like what?
She
what
just
would it
shoved
take
that old
for a
lady
guy
over
to
for no reason.
Look at CaseNet to look a chick up.
I don't know. Things start missing at your house.
Okay.
I don't know. Your friend is missing.
Right.
Yeah.
His fingers start.
Dave doesn't come
disappearing.
around no more.
Dave, nobody's seen Dave in 3 months.
He's either having great sex or
he's
she's killed
gone.
him.
Yeah. And an oil drum buried somewhere in Herman.
Definitely.
Which is the way he would have wanted to go.
Yeah. Shout out to the person in our chat, too, whose constant stream of negativity and complaining and is commenting on this case like, it's this lady's problem. And I'm like, she's you. She's you. The lack of self-awareness is hilarious to me. You've only ever gotten on to complain and gripe and bemoan everything we do. And you're like, this lady's got a real problem. It's 7 a.m. and you're making negative comments in a chat. You are the problem.
and this for you, Lern, says Scott here. Men have had to put up with generations of crap, too. Case in point, this guy hasn't been able to enjoy Twist in his favorite TV show in 8 years.
See that? I know, buddy. I'm
Poor
sorry,
guy.
pal.
What was his other show? Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
That hurts way worse than Walking Dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really enjoy The Walking Dead. How about this one? Something else I read over the weekend. A groom, we were just talking about weddings before, a groom on Reddit admitted that he told his brother he couldn't be his best man if he didn't shave or trim his long beard for the wedding.
Oh, how do we feel?
So here's what he writes. He writes, my brother has a long, unruly beard, picture Duck Dynasty, but more unkempt. Myself and my fiance don't think it's appropriate for him to just leave it like that on the wedding day. The man wrote, however, when asked in a normal, respectful manner if he would mind trimming it down cleanly shortly before the wedding, he refused. The brother did not like this request. He says, I told him that it seemed like a light request, and if he didn't trim it, he couldn't be my best man or on the stage with us, which he said was fine with him.
This brother sounds cool as hell.
Yeah.
I'm not changing for nobody. That's cool, man. I don't need to be your
perfect.
best man. If this is so important to you, bro.
If I was willing to shave this beard, I don't deserve to be your best man.
Right. That's right.
Mic drop. Walks away. Goes
So-
back to sleep under a tree. His brother is Rip Van Winkle.
Who's in the right here? Who's the douchebag?
I think it's
Brother.
yeah, the bros.
The groom.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah.
Look, I get it if he's like, I want to wear my Tony Stewart NASCAR shirt up there. And he's like, can you just put on a suit, man? Just for... But
And
asking somebody to change their whole, like to cut their hair or change their whole...
Because if anything, he could just be like, hey, we'll go to a barbershop and they're just going to clean it. They won't take any length off of it, and then they'll straighten it. It'll look really cool, and we'll get it fancy.
Yeah, like why couldn't that be an option?
Yeah, we'll just dress
What
it
if
up.
I asked you, Scott, hey, man, just trim your hair a little bit?
I'd be like, oh, you're good.
Yeah.
You can. There's plenty of people out there to go
What
and
if I,
support you on
Scott,
stage.
we're best friends, known you my whole life. Just, with the hair, just, have it take a couple inches off.
I could do a couple inches for you. I would
Clean
do
yourself
that.
up a little bit.
I'd do that. I'd do a couple inches because there's plenty. But no, if you wanted me to cut my hair, I'd say we're good. I'm kind of busy for that day anyway, so I can't be at your wedding.
Yeah, the groom's thinking like this is the most important day for everybody, and it's not. And you could ask your bro, hey, can you just look a little bit better? And then compromise that way.
I could guarantee
Shave
you.
your beard.
I could guarantee you. It's not the brother.
I know it's not.
It's the fiance.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the fiance who's saying, you're disgusting Duck Dynasty brother.
Cannot
But
be in
can
this
you
wedding.
He's going to spoil our pictures.
Do you think his whole family looks like that?
No, I know.
You know it. You know it.
I know.
That brother doesn't care. That's his bro.
It's weird if he cared.
That's his brother.
But also, I mean, hey, lady, you're going to have to, this is your brother-in-law, and he's going to look a little haggard, and that's all. That's okay, man. It's not a reflection on you. Let people look how they want to look.
She's thinking about her pictures. The picture.
Nobody else cares.
The picture of the wedding party. I'm going to put on the mantle.
Yeah.
Don't you
Above
look
our
at your wedding
fireplace.
photos every day?
For the first year, yes.
Yes.
I did look
because
at them every day.
Those always age well. My dad got married in like a powder blue
Oh, yeah, dude.
tux.
The ruffles.
That's wedding picture. I look at it and I'm like, bro, you look like Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber. He's got like ruffles and everything. And I'm like, yeah, like chances are your wedding picture's not going to age well anyways. Who cares if the guy has a beard?
In my wedding photos of the wedding party, it's my brother and another chick. Like, so
Who
not
isn't
his.
involved?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Not his
see?
Nice.
That's all right.
Not his now wife.
It's just a stamp on that
So
moment.
you just edit him out, right?
Yeah, I edited him right out.
Also, as a former bride, if I were going to share photos like on a Christmas card, I would have just done with Tim and I. I wouldn't have done like the whole family.
Yeah.
It's our wedding day. I would have been very.
Whenever you
selfish
order
about it.
these stupid photo books,
Yeah.
you think you're gonna see. You think you're gonna look at them all the time. When was the last time you opened up your wedding photo book?
I'm a little bit more sentimental. So our anniversary is actually coming up next week, and I will bust out the photo.
You will,
book.
huh?
I will, and
What
I'll
about you,
share
Scott?
and
When
all
was the last
that.
time you looked at your photo book?
Never.
No, I've looked at it, but it's been a while.
You're saying that. Yeah. That sounded so.
Yeah, but boys don't.
You had no conviction when you just said that. Oh, me? Yeah. I've looked at
Every week I do. Yeah.
Well, I saw
every day before I come to work. I
I've
take a little
seen-
peek at
I've
the
seen
wedding album.
photos lately of my wife and I at our wedding, so I guess that counts.
Dude, I laughed one time because I'm like, a wedding video is such a funny thing to me because you're never going to watch it. The only time you're going to watch your wedding video is if you're going through a real bad divorce or your spouse dies.
Yeah.
You go watch any movie. The only time anyone's sitting around watching old wedding videos are like crying and they're like, the husband's like missing, or they're going through a terrible, terrible divorce and their friends coming over to cheer them up. No one ever like gathers around in joy to watch their wedding video. It's just this thing that everyone gets all bent out of shape and pays a crazy amount of money to have filmed.
Crazy amount of money, and spends too much time worrying about.
Yes.
Instead of just enjoying the moment.
Yes.
I've lost my wedding video. It used to be on my old YouTube channel. It was like a private video, and I don't have access to that YouTube channel anymore.
Let me reset
your
that lady.
password.
Call that lady that did Revenge. She can get
help.
in there and get her YouTube video for her.
But I had a Ben. He did I paid him to come be at our wedding and just do like kind of a rough edit. I didn't want like a produced over the top thing. I was like, I just want like the old video camera 1980s type of thing, just so I can have it. And now I don't even know where that is, and he probably doesn't have a backup of it, so that's gone.
If I asked my wife where our wedding video is, she wouldn't know.
Well, but
somewhere in a box, probably.
But I feel like it's kind of stereotypical to be like, dudes don't like the photo. Like, I'd be very surprised to hear from some listeners who are men who like actually really do adore those photos and like, because like our wedding day was the best day ever.
We have a nice wedding album.
Yeah.
Like it's like metal bound.
I want to see it. I love looking at wedding photos.
We do too, but none of ours.
What a goddamn waste of money.
We've only printed a couple of them from our wedding stuff.
Yeah.
So all of it's digital, and I guess maybe that'd be a nice gift sometime.
That'd be a nice gift.
But how dare that? How dare they ask the brother to shave?
Yeah, I'm not in agreement.
Well, somebody said
that.
the obvious choice is just put a little bow tie on his facial hair, and it looks nice.
That would look nice.
Well, it's also like we live in a time now. You just described half the male population. Everywhere I look, I see long, unkempt beards. It's not like
it's hot as hell, too.
It's not like a Grizzly Adams old 49er look anymore. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, and she said Duck Dynasty, so that's.
I see people with long beards all the time. It's like a thing. Some people are beard people.
It's very in style.
And it looks, it's cool. And then ZZ Top, they kind of kept it going, too.
They started it.
Very in style. Yeah, so was the groom wrong to ask his brother to do this? Yes. Do I think it was reading into this? Maybe just making assumptions here. Do I think it was the brother's idea to tell the other brother to shave his beard? No.
It's bride written all over it.
This has got fiance written all over it.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I'll own up to it for the women. Like, yeah.
Stand strong, brother. All right, one more thing before we move on. Do you know anybody that fought their dad?
No.
Like in the Civil War?
I don't know anyone who didn't.
I never fought my dad. Like a fist fight with your father?
Kidding, man. Southern Illinois is a rite of passage.
All right, son, time to become
You're
a man. Now for the feats of strength.
I only got close enough. Like my mom, growing up in the 8, she'll hate that I'm telling this story, but I mean, my mom slapped me across the face. That was like the thing that would happen. And I was a smart ass and that deserved it probably every time. But I remember finally whenever I was like 16, 17 years old, she kind of approached me and I think wanted to slap me. And I remember going, no. And I got like very defensive for myself. And that was like the first moment where I was like, oh, I'm not getting hit by nobody anymore in my life. Like, so, and I think that was like a real pivotal moment for me. Like that was like, oh, I'm done with my parents.
I'm now a woman.
Out their crap.
I'm a woman now.
Yeah. I would never hurt my mom, but I was like, oh, don't you touch me.
No, I want to know somebody who fist fought their dad.
Well, when I was in high school, I kind of had a bad season, and my dad and I got into it one day, so we both put our tapping shoes on and we had a tap off, and it got pretty intense in our house. I will say that.
Damn. Like with
why do I think
shoes?
that could actually happen? Yeah, my dad and I, got after it.
Like what makes
the clog off
men fight? Like what? I can't imagine like fighting a parent or
I was
wrestling.
very fortunate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I couldn't. I would never.
What happened when your mom slapped you?
Well,
you didn't really finish that story.
Well, I would say, I was being, not that anybody deserves to be hit ever, but like, it's like,
you were being sassy?
I'd be sassy. And then I would get slapped because it was the 90s. And then,
what?
And then, yeah, but I would never slap my mom back.
Well, in the Southern Illinois, the 90s was the 70s.
Well, it was, we all know the 90s. It was Nirvana,
paddles,
it was slapping.
Belts, slaps, getting kicked in the ass, literally.
Being poor in I always said being poor in Southern Illinois was like having a time machine that only traveled in 1973. Like, all the furniture was 20 years old. Everything, the carpet was from the 70s. Like, everything, the console TV and the child rearing.
Did you ever get smacked by a bullwhip? That's
no.
I had a family member got one of those WhatsApp for me.
Well,
That's
I
nice.
read a story. So, father shot in stomach over argument.
Oh, Lord.
Dang.
After argument over weed eater with son. So, a 20-year-old guy in Pennsylvania, out near Pittsburgh, was arrested after he shot his own father over a domestic dispute at his house. So, police say that the two were cleaning out a relative's garage. They started fighting over a weed eater that wasn't working. They exchanged words, after which the son left, went to his house. The father followed him, and they started fighting, and the son shot the father in the stomach.
Wow.
Have you ever? That's wild.
With a .357.
Jeez Louise.
wow.
And now I'm wondering, and it just obviously not going to that.
And that son's name was Scott Eastwood.
And not going to that degree.
Yeah.
But
Just fighting your dad.
just fight, like fist fighting your dad.
I mean, I fought my dad.
When? Like, what was the sitch?
There was a couple.
The sitch?
I'm cool.
There was a couple. I did not win. I can tell you that. I don't know. There was a couple, man. The last one was he was choking my brother on the carpet.
This is serious.
Oh, well, that's...
Dang.
So I tried to,
Squared up with him?
I kind of did the reverse choke. I jumped on him, and then he put me through the wall, drywall. It was bad, man. It was not a fun story.
Right.
It was like
A horrible story.
yeah.
Oh,
well,
man,
I was
that's rough.
debating whether I should tell it on the air,
all right.
and then I kind of put it out there.
You gotta air it out. It's all right.
It was, yeah. I mean, like, I don't know, man. There was like, I know a lot of guys that got into it with their dads when I was growing up, from where I'm from. You get into it with your old man, you know, because they take you out in the yard and they'd square up with you.
Yeah, we got... Listen, I get...
I know a lot of guys' dads took them outside, just teach them to fight.
We have one, two, you know, one or two too many bush lights, and next thing you know, we're out in the
Yeah.
yard with our shirts off,
Yeah,
Saturday, Southern Illinois.
putting up your dukes.
yeah.
I have a feeling my son's going to want to fight me at some point.
Why?
Just have a feeling.
You're sassy to him?
And he's a hockey player, so
Every
that should
man's
be painful.
yeah, he's gonna check you, dude.
Dude, that's
Every
gonna
man's climbing to adulthood seemed to be you got to climb right over your dad in some way. I don't know why, but it's just a weird thing. It's just like the law of the jungle, dude. Like the young lion has to dethrone the old lion, has to become a roving male and go live out in the rest of his days wandering the savannah alone.
Well, he came back from hockey practice on Saturday, or hockey game on Saturday, and he had his shirt off after getting out of the shower. He goes, "Dad, I'm going to go downstairs." And I'm like, I said to my wife, I'm like, dude, the kid is shredded. I'm like, I'm getting scared.
That's awesome. You should be scared.
I think I could still beat him in a foot race.
Good luck with that. No.
No, I don't think so. No,
He's in great shape.
I don't think so. He's
You're
in great
screwed.
shape.
He comes down, changes your program off the TV. You're like, I was watching that, and he goes, "Go to your room if you want to watch it." And you're like, "Well, I was here first." And he's like, "I didn't ask."
I think you need to be afraid of your daughter.
No, I could definitely beat her up.
No. She will take you down.
She's gonna hack all your stuff, though.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be
Yeah.
getting spoilers.
She's the
from
best.
her.
I could beat my daughter up, I know that. But the son, though, it's going to be close.
Have you ever seen the
That's awesome.
YouTube video, on a lighter note, of the guy who like takes a lawnmower and runs over all his son's video games?
No.
The dad and the son getting in a fight. It's
Oh,
one
I
of
saw the one where-
funniest videos on the internet.
Where a dad shot the kid's Xbox.
Oh, wow. People are just
Put a
fed
couple
up.
slugs through it.
Scott, can you pull that up?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Pull up just dad on lawnmower running over son's video games. It should pop right up.
We'll put it on the blog for anybody driving.
Get this loaded.
Like
here.
good, like bad
Anybody
boy
driving,
mower, like a
put-
good, like a nice one.
Oh, it's a zero turn.
Nice.
And the son's out there like threatening to like throw himself in front of it.
Psycho Dad shreds video games.
Yeah.
There it is. Prepare to fast forward, Scott.
Here to fast forward. Here we go. Here we go. Here we
Seen
go.
that. Oh yeah, I don't want to put on the audio because I'm sure there's cursing.
You
Oh,
can
the
just
kid is
watch the
losing
kid's
it.
reaction. You don't even have to put on the audio. Like he's trying to like throw himself on a pile of video games, but he can't like work up the nerve.
Oh, and the dad. Oh, dude, it's a pile. Dude, it's like
a
$500
pile.
worth of video games.
Look at him.
Watch the kid.
Oh, my
Dad just
God.
runs over
Watch
all
the
of
kid's reaction.
He loses it. There's video game shrapnel
them.
everywhere.
Loses it.
So happy.
Oh man.
Dude, the joy in your face at this kid's.
The just
Absolute.
kid's reaction.
Oh, he's crying.
Hyperventilating.
Did his dad want him to do sports? Like, what happened? I need more context.
It looks like a special needs kid.
No, it does not. That is not. No, it does not.
And now he's got a tiki torch. He's going after the person filming
that's
it.
how it started.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
I think the context of it when I watched it and read about it was like basically it was just a kid. He like wouldn't do his chores, got told to do stuff. Was always playing his video games. His dad's like, if you don't start listening to your mom, you don't start behaving, I'm gonna take your video games out in the yard and I'm gonna run them over a lawnmower. And he's like, whatever, old man. And his dad just did it. And I gotta say, was it overkill?
I mean, yeah, now he's got to pick up all that crap.
Well, that's
in the
course it
yard.
was.
my first thought was like, dude, who's going to clean all that junk out of the
But
yard?
was it
and
hilarious?
Strapped on the yard.
You're goddamn right it was.
Oh, yeah.
Just watching his reaction is
Well, I
so
think he needs to
funny.
fight his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kid probably did kill his dad at some point. That might be the kid. That might be the 357 kid.
Fighting over
I think
the
that's
weed
called Psycho Dad.
He's like, I told you last time. The lawnmower was the line. You go weed eater. It's over.
Yeah. Hey, before we hit the Team Rizz Member of the Day, we do have a couple hats to talk about this week. The hats of the week here on the Rizz Show.
Yes.
And we got 3 of them this week. And these 3 particular companies have made very generous donations to the Song Society. I do want to start with my hat, if you're watching the cameras here. Thank you to Bombshell Construction Services. Sweet hat. By the way,
Nike hat.
all 3 hats are sweet this week. Like,
They
really
are.
sweet.
Nice.
Keep this forever.
Bombshell Construction Services, my hat of the week, and their generous donation to the Song Society. Thank you guys so much. Bombshell Construction Services specializes in high-end residential and commercial development. Check them out on Facebook, and you'll see why it isn't built until it's Bombshell built.
Yeah.
Also, bombshellcs.com, bombshellcs.com. That's Bombshell Construction Services. I move on to Lern's knit stocking cap.
Yes, Elder Emo Company is a woman-owned clothing brand here in St. Louis. They create original artwork inspired by emo punk and alternative music, and it is really cool. You can shop all of them, even this hat, at elderemoco.com. It was never a phase. It's a lifestyle. And honestly, I've been looking at their website all weekend. They have so much cool accessories. So if you're somebody, like I grew up in college, we had a friend group. We called ourselves the Emo Gang. And we all had like emo hair.
What
and we
a
were
cool
little
group.
punk rockers. And man, we had the best time. It was like some of the best times of my life. And so I'm so honored that they picked my head test sponsor because I am an Elder Emo. Thank you.
You look great.
That's a sweet hat.
Thanks, buddy.
It is sweet.
I'd like one.
Oh, okay. I'll get you one.
I'd like an Elder
I'll buy
Emo
everybody
hat.
one.
After emo night at 9 Mile Garden,
Yeah,
He's in.
Yeah, I'm all in.
he's all in.
And Rafe, your hat this week.
Fired up jellies and jams. And what a cool hat, dude. They got the Rizz logo on the side. They put the Song Society.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And
Cool hat.
their branding, it's great, man. And Fired Up Jellies and Jams is a whole lot of sweet with just a little heat. Available at Schnucks in the deli section, or you can order online at firedupjnj.com. They got 3 flavors: strawberry habanero jelly, uses a glaze on ribs, chicken, or salmon; sinful peach habanero, uses a glaze on pork chops, turkey sandwiches, or meatballs; and strawberry vanilla rhubarb jam goes great on charcuterie boards or topping as ice cream. And this is a Southern Illinois company.
That's cool.
Small Southern Illinois company, so shout out to my So-Il Fired
out
Up
to
Jellies and
So-Il.
Jams. Got into Schnucks.
It's a big deal.
Top of the world, baby. Moving on up.
Well, thank you, Fired Up Jellies and Jams, Elder Emo, and Bombshell Construction
Thank you.
Company. And if you want to get, I think we may have another week of this left. Maybe one more week. If you want to get your company, your logo, whatever, on our head, email us, rizzshow1057thepoint.com. Make a donation to the Song Society. We'll get you all set up. All right, today's Team Rizz Member of the Day is brought to you by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill, proud sponsor of Team Rizz. Visit hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. From Fenton, Missouri, Angelo Magano is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Angela loves the Rizz Show for its humor and integrity. The Rizz Gang has helped her get through some tough days as an ER physician. Thank you. Thank you for your service. And she always makes sure to listen on her morning drives home. She appreciates how real the crew is and always feels connected to one or more of the guys through whatever the topic that is being discussed. Angela loves all the games that are played, especially Crap on Celebrities, and loves feeling a part of the conversation every morning. Well, thank you, Angela. Angelo Magano from Fenton, Missouri, is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Get your super sweet Team Rizz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up. 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, it's 7:18. Crap on Celebrities after the break. First look at the traffic and weather. Lern coming at you.
And it's brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is on Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock down those NASCAR Cup Series tickets right now at WWTRaceway.com. Tons of things happening. Tesson Ferry Road is closed in both directions. There's a possible fatal crash near Lake Ford Road in Lakeshire. Tesson Ferry is closed then from Lake Ford to Tesson Creek Estates, and traffic is being diverted at this time. So if you take Tesson Ferry, this is around your area, you might want to find a back way to get where you need to go. Fire crews are also on the scene of a building fire. They've been ordered to evacuate at Tower Grove at Laclede. There's a crash on the exit from eastbound 70 to Bermuda, and Highway Patrol on the scene to a single vehicle fatality crash involving one person on Highway 47 north of Big Creek, south of Highway U. Your weather today will get up to 79. It's going to be the last gorgeous day for a while. Tons of rain expected for the remainder of this week, which is normal this time of the year. 47 is the overnight low. Right now it's 47. And your point weather is brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
All right, Lern, what do you got for us?
Green Day's probably coming to St. Louis in 2024. We check in with our rock and roll uncles of this show. Sorry, Martin Scorsese, Taylor's version, and the best Halloween songs of all time. We're going to trash a list.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. And just one more thing before we head into Crap on Celebrities. Think about the scariest horror movies of the 1980s. The scariest horror movies of strictly the 1980s.
Love it.
Okay.
And I have a story to go along with it. All that and more. Stay there.
Scene specifically where he goes in the morgue to investigate something, and he ends up, a dead body gets reanimated, and it's all practical effects, and like the guts come out of the body and pulls Bruce Campbell in through the butt. And it's in the middle of an autopsy, so as he's getting pulled into the butt, you see the schlong and all the parts. They're getting closer to his face. He's like, no, no! His head goes up the butt, and then he's got an entire corpse on top of his shoulders, but the body cavity's open because he was getting, and he's like trying to get it off.
Oh, my God.
Awesome.
And it is one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen in anything in my life. It's just like, it's so ridiculous. But it's all no CGI. It's all like this big.
These are real cadaver.
It's like a big production.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just a big
I think Bruce
latex.
Campbell may have one of the most fun histories in filmmaking of all time. He's got so many great roles, and it's just ridiculous. Gosh.
All right, today is October 23rd. Back in the day, 113 years ago, in 1910, Blanche Scott becomes the first woman to fly an airplane by herself. She flew over a park in Fort Wayne, Indiana, 12 feet off the ground. Her blinker was on the entire time.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting.
Oh, man.
I was waiting.
Blinker fluid.
31 years ago in 1992, Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs was released in the U.S. Everybody's seen that, right?
Yeah.
Reservoir Dogs. 28 years ago, 1995, a jury in Houston convicted Yolanda Saldivar of murder in the March 31st, 1995 shooting of Selena. And she was her fan club president.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That movie still is so good.
What's the
Jennifer
dad
Lopez movie?
in that?
That was Edward James Olmos.
Man,
I
that
still
guy's
follow
awesome.
Chris Perez.
I think you're right.
Selena's husband, Chris Perez, who's a great guitarist. I follow him on Facebook because I just loved Selena. And J-Lo did such a great job of just bringing that woman's career to the screen.
That was a good movie.
It's a really good movie.
That same day, the Smashing Pumpkins album, Melancholy, and The Infinite Sadness was released.
First CD I ever bought was that
That was
one.
double.
Double.
It was a double CD.
It was $50.
25 years ago, 1998, Britney Spears' single, Baby One More Time, was released. 24 years ago, 1999, Santana and Rob Thomas' single, Smooth, hit #1. 22 years ago, 2001, Apple debuts the first iPod. Happy birthday, iPod, 22 years old today.
Buddy.
19 years ago, 2004, Ashley Simpson got caught faking it on Saturday Night Live within days. She blamed it on the dreaded acid reflux.
I understand.
Yeah.
Been there.
I hate when that happens, man.
I've been lip syncing this show. Acid 6 months because of my omeprazole.
The dreaded acid reflux.
We've all been there.
17 years ago today in 2006, Amy Winehouse releases Rehab. 13 years ago in 2010, Katy Perry marries Russell Brand. And they are still growing strong today.
Yeah, I think it's going to work out. I think it'll go okay.
And 8 years ago today in 2015, Adele releases her highly anticipated single, Hello, becoming the first song with more than 1 million downloads in the first week. That song
still gets me every time, man.
Gets me every time,
it's gorgeous.
Too.
Just a great tune.
Just a great tune.
Is that a song that'll be played
forever?
In 20, 30 years?
Forever.
Okay. Right.
Forever and ever. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best, flush the rest, brighthouseco.com, 636-600-0188.
We were talking before about Taylor Swift being at Arrowhead.
Oh, yeah.
And she's chumming it up with Patrick Mahomes' wife. And in the background of every shot, it was Pat Mahomes' brother, Jackson.
Right.
Who is...
The bad Mahomes.
Who is up on charges of sexual assault.
Right.
Well, he was trending this morning on Twitter, Jackson Mahomes, and the Swifties are not happy.
Right.
Oh.
As you looked, at the commercial breaks when they would cut to them chumming it up, even my husband was like, is she going to get some backlash for this?
Headlines, Taylor Swift parties with QB's brother charged with sex crimes, and fans are enraged.
I wonder if Taylor knew. She had to have known, right? Like, that would be when she and Travis Kelce are talking, pillow talk at night, and they're talking about everybody they know. She's getting to know people on the team. Oh, Brittany Mahomes, so great. Like, you would think that something would come up like, yeah, Jackson Mahomes, kind of a D-bag. Like, he's got these charges. And then she would make it a point to maybe not be in every frame with him.
Well, they were just in the box, and he was behind her basically the entire time.
Yeah. We talked about this earlier off. If not from Travis, I've seen the Taylor Swift documentary. She has so many handlers about everything. Like when she wanted to speak out, I think maybe the 2020 election, she had 15 people in a war room. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't do this. Don't be political. You're going to lose half your fan base. And I just saw a clip I was telling you guys off the air of it was like Miley Cyrus just pulling up to get out of an SUV at the VMAs a few years ago. And it was such an ordeal. She was on the phone with a handler outside the car who was like, do they know I'm in here? Don't make me look bad. I look lame. Don't back the car up. No, don't open the door. It was just like this. The minutia that these stars go to manage their image.
Every piece of her image, especially Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Especially Taylor Swift. That's what I'm saying.
So
someone had to be like, hey, just so you know, probably not going to be a good look.
And that's what a lot of this on Twitter is like, hey, how did her PR team allow this?
Right.
Yeah, people are upset.
But to be fair to her, it's not her fault.
No,
what is
it's
she
not her
supposed to
fault.
do about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like it's her suite. She's there with people of the team.
Yeah, it's like, here's one of the tweets. It's like, I'm feeling very weird that Taylor Swift, as a feminist and as a victim of sexual assault, is caught casually hanging out with Jackson Mahomes right now. That doesn't sit right with me.
Maybe
she was a victim of it?
Maybe she yelled at him or something, or got up in his face like, don't you ever touch anybody ever again.
Let's say that.
Yeah,
That's what she did. And then she said, I'll sit here with you, but...
And then high-fived him after.
Yeah.
She fought him after.
Well, I'm sure there'll be more on that as the week progresses.
Oh, America in crisis.
This is serious, man.
This is
We gotta
serious
figure it
business.
out.
Nothing else going on with the world.
No.
In other Taylor Swift news, since we're on that, her concert film, The Eras Tour, pulled in $32.4 million second week in box office. Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon came in second, so Scorsese's now probably pretty mad. He only pulled $23 million, and they're saying that this is his best movie ever.
Is that a giant... is that a giant flop?
No.
Is that considered?
It's not. It's just...
23 million?
Yeah.
23 million is...
The amount they promoted this thing. My God.
Well, I think it's a $100 million film,
Budget.
just the budget.
I wonder if that's with promotion, too, because they've been promoting the hell out of that thing.
Yeah. They say it's going to be a huge contender for the Oscars. Obviously, Leonardo DiCaprio's his best. I saw headlines this weekend. His best work, Leonardo.
I want to see it.
I'm going to see it too. Music news, Green Day is going to embark on a stadium tour next year with the Smashing Pumpkins, Rancid, and the Linda Lindas. Billy Joe Armstrong made the announcement Thursday at a surprise appearance at the When We Were Young festival, where Moon is this weekend. They played their album Dookie, which turns 30 in February.
They did like a secret show. So they did a secret show at a small place. Moon said he went.
He got to go to it?
He got to go to that.
That's cool.
What a punk.
Dang.
And they played like 30 songs or something like that, including Dookie in entirety.
In its entirety.
Damn.
So the reason they're embarking on this stadium tour is because of that album. So it'll turn 30 in February. They also debuted a new song called The American Dream Is Killing Me. That will come out officially tomorrow, and it's the first single off of their upcoming album. No word on the dates or locations for 2024, but I think St. Louis is probably going to get one of those. Sammy Hagar and The Circle were joined by Smashing Pumpkins frontman Billy Corgan on Friday in Hammond, Indiana. They performed Van Halen's Ain't Talking About Love. Hagar posted the video, captioned it with,
I'll tell you all about it.
"What a surprise to meet and jam with Billy Corgan, one talented dude who brought even more fun than we were already having." And other uncles of the show, I know we don't really recognize Sammy Hagar as an uncle of this show, but he is.
Thank you.
Bob Seger returned to the stage for the first time in 4 years on Sunday night in Nashville. He performed the medallion ceremony, inducting Patty Loveless into the Country Music Hall of Fame.
Oh, I love everything about this.
I knew you would. And David Lee Roth has released another song from 2007 that he recorded with John Five, who's out on the road with Motley Crue. This one is titled "The Ish That Killed Elvis." And he did two versions. He did the unplugged version of The Ish That Killed Elvis and what he calls the Technicolor version.
Do we have?
We don't, because it is profanity laced. I couldn't get a good.
Oh, my God.
But we're going to put it up on the blog in both forms.
Dude.
So enjoy.
How cool is it that he has an unplugged version of that song?
Oh, of course he does.
And Technicolor.
You don't get more Lee Roth than that.
I do have to say at 9 o'clock, I have a couple announcements to make, concert announcements.
Is one of them Green Day?
Oh,
No, one of them is not Green Day, but Green Day, same neighborhood.
Oh, very exciting.
Same neighborhood.
So
I got
band
one
from San Francisco.
I got one comedian to talk about, and then one band.
I'm excited about the comedian.
Two pretty big ones.
Also, I looked up Killers of the Flower Moon had a $200 million budget.
Woo!
Oh,
And it made
Largest,
Wow.
made $23 million on the first weekend. It is the largest amount of money Apple Studios has spent on anything yet.
Ooh.
that sucks.
Ooh.
They'll make it up in the overseas stuff.
I make Martin Scorsese
Probably,
eyebrows.
yeah. And
His
I'm sure
eyebrows are
Eyebrows went,
off of his
ooh,
face.
I'm out of here.
Here's what I'll know: if it's on Apple if it's streaming on Apple in 2 weeks, I know it's a flop.
There you go.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell teamed up with John C. Reilly to honor Snoop Dogg for his 52nd birthday. The Step Brothers got together Saturday night in L.A., where Will was hosting a benefit at the Greek Theater. The two former co-stars got on stage to belt out Boats and Hoes, and then they also brought out a cake to Snoop, and it's really sweet, and sang happy birthday to him. And finally, USA Today has put together the best Halloween songs of all time. They did a top 50. We're only going to focus on the top 10 for time.
Best Halloween songs.
Yeah,
Okay. So
Top
number
10.
one is the Monster Mash.
it is.
Yeah,
You're
it
absolutely
has to
correct
be.
on that.
Boris
Very good.
Pickett and the Crypt Keepers.
There you go.
Number two would be Ghostbusters.
That is not in the top 10.
Number
no.
two would be Thriller.
No, not top 10.
Oh man, what?
Yeah, I know.
What?
This list is totally trash.
Rockwell, somebody's watching me.
Monster Mash.
What?
That was number one.
That was number
How
one.
about Hey There Little Red Riding Hood?
Like, I think Monster Mash should be all 10.
No,
Monster Mash number two.
no, it's not. I'm going to give you this.
I read an
Thriller?
article about the person sitting on the Monster Mash fortune, and it's wild.
I was trying to think of any.
Think of one.
Werewolf
think of a punk
Bar
song.
Mitzvah.
Think of a punk song that just kind of got reinvented in the last year because of the Wednesday Addams show. There was an iconic punk band that, when this song came out, didn't get its.
The Cure,
The Cramps.
the Cramps.
Goo Goo Muck. That came in at number 5. The Ramones' Pet Cemetery is number 10.
Okay, how about Typo Negatives? Black number one.
No, great song though. Not
We
on the
will
top
play
10.
that on Halloween though. That
Oh,
will
yeah.
be our opening song.
It's a great song.
It's one of my faves.
The New York Dolls' Frankenstein is number 9.
Something from Alice Cooper.
Ooh, yes.
Not in the top 10.
Wow.
The Mummies' You Must Fight to Live on the Planet of the Apes. Number 7, Rob Zombie's Living Dead Girl.
Corey Feldman, Cry Little Sister.
Yep.
What if that was the number 1 song?
That's from Lost Boys?
That's from Lost Boys. It should
actually
be
a
on
good
this
song.
list. Number 6, The Birthday Party, Release the Bats. Number 5, The Cramps, Goo Goo Monk. Number 4, The Sonics, The Witch. Number 3,
I
The
got
Kinks.
number 3. Oh, I thought it was Margaritaville.
It's not, but that's tomorrow. Wicked Annabella. And then number 2 was The Horrors, Jack the Ripper. This list is so bad.
Yeah.
Like they're trying, and I
How
love
can
that they have,
Ghostbusters not be on there?
I like that they have like such a wide spectrum of bands and artists, but like what? Thriller, everything
Thriller.
I'm saying should be top 10.
Thriller's not on there. It's garbage, dude.
I
That
can
video
understand-
was scary.
Would
I
I
can
put a
understand
spell on
Monster
you being
Mash
there?
being number 1, but the fact that Thriller's not number 2 is this list is caca.
Yes.
Yeah, and I put a spell on you. Shouldn't that be on that?
Yeah, it should be on. It's not top 10.
Okay. Celebrities celebrating a birthday today. Ireland Baldwin is 28. She's the daughter of Alec Baldwin and Kim Basinger. She's the one that Alec once called a rude, thoughtless little pig.
You know, as daddies do.
Emilia Clarke, Daenerys Targaryen on Game of Thrones, is 37. Ryan Reynolds is 47. Metallica bassist Robert Trujillo is 59. Doug Flutie is 61. Weird Al Yankovic.
Ooh.
Today turns
He's turned 62.
64, right.
64.
Dwight Yoakam turns 67. Director Ang Lee
Man, this
turns
is the day.
69. And the greatest Puerto Rican golfer of all time, come on, who is
Oh.
it?
Yes, of course.
Oh, the Puerto Rican
The
golfer?
the greatest Puerto Rican golfer of all
Jack
time.
Nicholson.
Chi Rodriguez,
Oh.
that's right.
Love me some Chi-Chi, dude. He holsters that.
Yeah, Chi Rodriguez is 88 today.
He had flair.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet. Oh, my God, the last one on here. I forgot. I wrote this on Friday. Today's birthday girl is Jasmine St. Clair. And today's birthday girl has been in 99 fine films, including Aria's House of Ecstasy. She was in a movie called Backpackers, City Whores, Do You Kiss Your Mother with That Mouth? Freeway to Hell. She was in The Goo Gallery,
Ew.
House of Whores 1, Portholes to Hell, Whack Attack 5, and who could forget her role in 1998's Smell My Fingers.
Ew.
That was a remake.
That's from the 80s.
That's a cool flick, man.
Jasmine St. Clair is 51 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we got to regroup. We'll take a break. It's 8 o'clock. We'll come back, and we have your Sex Time Fun Facts and the Sexto of the Week. Then we'll get into 3 and 5. We still got a lot to go. Sports, I'll let you know how the Pick'em Challenge went. Oh, it was a close one this week.
Yeah, it was close.
It was as far as Fastlane Rizz Show goes.
It was a low-scoring affair.
Low scoring affair, but a 1-point winner for the particular entity that won this week. 1 point separates us, and Monday night does not not play into anything.
Right.
Okay.
Everybody's got the same San Francisco 49ers pick. Program 3 and 5 coming up in just a little bit. We'll give away some Metallica tickets. We've got Blue October tickets. We got tickets to our Mad Tea Party Halloween Bash coming up on Saturday at Ballpark Village. Hope to see you all down there. We got VIP tickets, which is all-inclusive, all you can drink.
Hello.
Last time I was down there with Scott, remember we were leaving, we saw somebody throw a bird scooter at somebody?
Yes. And then just left it there in the middle of the busy parking lot. And
Somebody just picked up and threw a bird scooter at somebody. Good times. This is why we can't have nice things,
That's
guys.
right.
no, but it was fun. It finally flew.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a bird scooter. Let's see
Yeah.
you fly.
Only makes
Rafe, you got a
sense.
question before we hit Sex Time Fun Facts?
Yeah, I do. I wanted to ask you guys this during the crap on segment, but we were rolling on other stuff. But I had this hypothetical come up. I thought it'd be good for the show. I was talking in traffic outside of New Florence, Missouri, for the 3,000 people that emailed in that it's not Herman. Well, it's the Herman exit, so shut up.
He was coming home from the Chiefs
I
game.
got caught in traffic. We started having those
Stuck on
good
7.
friend conversations where you're like, you run out of stuff to talk about, so you start throwing out hypotheticals.
Yeah.
Love this game.
So, hypothetical question for the group, because I know our actual musician isn't here, or our actual
back tomorrow,
professional musician isn't here. Everyone here is But me, as a very accomplished musician, I don't want to downgrade you.
You're right.
Thank you. And my voice is my art. My voice is my instrument.
It is.
If you could be in any band tomorrow, in any one band in history, doesn't have to necessarily. You don't have to. You don't have to live at that point in history. Please don't go. Please don't say like Bach, man. I'm gonna pass out.
Well, his band is cool.
If you one band,
Bachman Turner,
you are a member of this band. You have the career they had. You can have it starting today. You get to enjoy it from 2023 on. What band would you choose?
Man, that's a
Would I want to be a Beatle?
One band.
Would I want to be in the Beatles?
Be legendary?
Or is that too famous? Or is that like too famous?
longevity too of their lifespans. Probably, I'd take that into account.
Well, two
and
of
the
them are still
longevity
with us.
of the band.
Like the Stones. I mean, the Stones, dude, they're still...
Strong argument.
Somebody did a review
That's
of
a
their
very
last
good
show. They had that secret show at New York last week. They said it was amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
Strong
still are
argument.
doing it.
That's where I landed, by the way.
The Stones?
I chose the Stones because I said I like their. I lean Stones more than Beatles, and I think that they've had a 50-plus year career. They've stayed together. They've made music. I like the sound. I think they have more of a bluesy rock sound. And all things considered, and there were some other bands that I don't want to lead the witnesses. There were some other bands that made strong arguments for, but I eventually opted into the Rolling Stones.
Okay, or what I want to do, like be in Pearl Jam.
Right.
Exactly.
That
Burn
is
out
what
fast.
I figured. I mean,
Pearl Jam's still going?
think of those early days too of
True.
how cool it would have been to see their shows when they were the hot new band, but no, they weren't big yet. But they were that thing where they come to your town and they'd play a 150-seater, sell it out. And it was insane. Just everyone in there was just going bananas.
All right, so Pearl Jam, back in the 90s, beginning of their career, wild.
Yeah.
Right? Did their partying stuff, and now they're on their 50s, and they're still killing it. They're still selling out every arena they go to. And they'll take a break. They'll take a break for a year or two.
Yeah.
Put out maybe a new record, get together in the studio, and then there's no real frills to their shows anymore. They just go on stage, play their instruments, and then go home.
Yeah.
And collect giant paychecks.
And do good. They're doing good.
Yeah.
And they have their little side bands that they all go do, and they're on soundtracks and whatnot.
Sure.
You don't get that. You only get the one band.
Oh.
You don't get to have all the tangential careers. If you're in Nirvana, you don't also get Foo Fighters.
Dang it.
You're in Nirvana. You are Nirvana, but you have Nirvana's career and longevity. However many, if you're in Guns N' Roses, you get the 3 albums. And if you want Chinese democracy, that's on you. But you, this is the rules of this hypothetical, because we had to have that conversation too. Because Beach Boys is a strong argument if you get to go on, if you get to continue to have the solo career.
And were they available at all the sessions too when they're recording? Because then you get to hang out with Glenn Campbell, who's playing
100%.
bass for you. And
I'm going to say, I know the Stones.
AC/DC.
I know the Stones.
Metallica. Long career. Storied
Long
career.
careers, but still, they can't. Metallica, nobody could walk down the street and be anonymous.
Right.
So that's important to you
I
in
think
this hypothetical.
I think so. Like Keith Richards can't do much other than be Keith Richards. But Jeff Ament from Pearl Jam, the bassist,
Ronnie Wood can walk around out in the wild.
Ronnie Wood, no,
I
he
don't think
cannot.
so. Ronnie Wood is looking like he looks the best out of all those guys.
And he don't look good.
And that's right.
Nana.
Does he still smoke cigarettes?
Ronnie Wood?
Yeah.
He is a cigarette.
He is a
cigarette
He has turned
now.
into a cigarette.
I want to say he does on stage still, yeah. Have it
You
hanging out on
kinda
his
have
mic.
to.
Keith definitely does.
keep that voice.
I thought he just quit.
Oh, no. I think he's still
And at
smoking.
this point, you go, why?
Yeah.
Just keep going, man. It's worked this much for you.
Why
Man.
quit?
Yeah.
It's like my 90-year-old aunt. Why quit smoking?
Who would be in the running for you guys? I want to know.
I think mine would be if I could just be the drummer, it'd be the band Tattoo from Russia. Remember that group? Or Germany?
TATU.
Yeah.
Tattoo.
No,
All
I
the
would.
things you did, all the things you
Yeah.
did. That song.
Yeah.
No,
they were supposed to be lesbians, right?
Yeah,
And they were
wound up-
super
they
big
were
lesbians.
quite attractive females, but
they
the,
weren't.
I think they were sisters. Like came out. That
Oh,
they
really?
Were, or I don't know.
No.
Oh wow. No, I think I'd have to go with Weird Al Yankovic. If I could
You
just
wanna
be
be
in
in
that
Weird
band,
Al's band.
he's
That
had
makes
so
sense.
much fun. He's won Grammys. He's.
I would argue that's a solo artist, but fine.
Oh really? He has a
It's
full
a
band.
Weird
He has-
Al's band.
Yeah, because he has that band that's been with him. Okay, so if
So
that's...
you don't get to be a character. You just get to be
Okay.
yourself in that band. You get to be part of that
Correct. You
story.
don't get
I
to
it.
be...
All right.
the lead guy.
Oh, for
All
me,
right.
it's hands down Fleetwood Mac. I'm like the drugs, the sex, the albums.
Too much drama.
But I want to be in the Stevie and Christine McVie and Lindsay era because Fleetwood Mac was the blues band way back in the day with Peter Green. Like I'm not talking about that.
See,
like the 70s.
I understand, but there seems to be a lot of drama.
No, I want it.
going on in that band.
I would have been having
you're fine
three-ways with Stevie
Everybody.
and Lindsay and Mick, and it would have been amazing.
Okay, so the problem with you being in Weird Al's band is
All
those
right.
those guys probably all still
Hell
need
yeah.
to work. Like, they probably make a good living. Mm-hmm. But don't you want, like, FU money where, like...
Well, that would be cool, but I was just thinking of, do you get to do goofy stuff 24/7 and get paid for it? It's pretty rad. But, yeah, that's a good point. That's probably solo. So that
Okay, you
doesn't
already
work.
made your choice.
Oh, I thought...
You know you're locked in.
Yeah, you're
Sorry,
Weird Al.
Congratulations.
I'm
You're
Lerny
You're the triangle
Fleetwood,
player
so-
for Weird Al's band.
All right, I'm in.
Learnwood Mac.
Lernwood Mac. Right
I'm
here.
glad I
Three-way
don't get
central.
it. I'm glad I
Three-ways
get
doing
kicked
I'm
out.
cocaine
doing
over butt
everybody.
with
Yeah,
Fleetwood
I
Mac.
love your answer, quite frankly. Best answer I've heard so far.
Thank you, Rafe.
Yeah, you're doing butt cocaine.
I mean, you can do
with,
three ways
I'm
with
doing
Weird
butt
Al,
cocaine with
too, I guess.
Stephen
John
Yeah.
And his
McVie.
accordion.
Yeah.
Scott's doing three ways with Weird Al and his accordion.
It's hot, man.
It's pretty hot,
Yeah.
dude. That's a lot of hair flying around. I'll have to give
That
you
is
that.
a ton of hair flying around.
I'll behave.
Yeah, please, behave. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You didn't pick. Who'd you pick?
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam. All right, there it is.
Yeah, I'm going to go Pearl Jam.
It's getting your
That
head
makes
now,
sense.
though.
Yeah. Yeah, now I'm going to Allison Krauss Union Station, so...
Are you going to be in Union Station?
Dude.
I could drop you off there.
Okay. Hey, that'd be fun.
I mean,
If Ron Block's there, I'm in. Or Dan Tyminski. Come on.
Aerosmith.
Too much drama.
longevity.
Be the Toxic Twins with Joe and
Like, I
Steven.
just don't, I would want, like, they're all great to be rich and be rock stars and stuff, but I just don't want any drama. What band doesn't have,
I don't know. I think
Every band has
you know,
drama.
a
I
good-
know they all
A good
do.
band that wouldn't have much drama and has made a fortune
We're talking body
is
of
The
work
Offspring, right? Because they have the airplane, they have the whole thing, and they...
no, even still, they threw somebody out not too long ago.
Oh, darn it. Thought that was the one. How about Blink?
Playing, they just don't know. 6 some fun facts, I believe, is sponsored by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
You're absolutely correct, Riz. That's where you can get edible panties
Yep.
and anything that vibrates and stockings and all sorts of sexy stuff.
Are there any shows your significant other likes that you pretend to like just to make them happy? Come on.
Let's see. Well, why is everybody looking at me right now?
I don't know. I'm
I need help.
You started to answer.
Yeah.
Well, I like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but I don't watch it. So I only watch it when he's watching it. And so I'm I need to start it from the beginning. I love all the characters. I know I'll love it, but I've never really sat down and watched it. So Tim will watch it and I just pretend to like what's going on sometimes.
Yeah, my wife has no shows. Like, she will never turn the TV on. In fact, we
never
had
even
this
seen the
discussion.
TV.
Yeah.
Really? What does she do all
crazy.
day?
I don't know.
How can you get anything done if you're not watching TV?
Good point.
We had this discussion at the other day. Like, if it weren't for me, the TV would never be on.
What does she do all this time? She's reading? She's cooking. She's being-
reading. She's just doing things.
Work? She's working nonstop?
Working. And
She's like Bill Murray in Groundhog Day, where she's just learned everything.
unless I tell, like, hey, let's watch something, she ain't watching anything.
Wow.
She has no shows.
Congratulations
Interesting.
on that.
I mean, I don't know if it's a congratulations thing.
Does she have hobbies?
Yeah, she gets things done.
Do you have hobbies at your house?
She just does things.
Oh.
Like, things are just being done.
Do I need to call her? Do I need to get her out of the
Well,
house?
and I said, like, you don't know anything much about pop culture. I mean, that's, she reads a lot.
Yeah.
So basically, if I'm saying, hey, let's watch something, then she stops. But are you pretending to like something that your wife likes?
No, I guess she really wants me to get into. There's a series of Pride and Prejudice that came out in the '90s. That's I don't know how many episodes, and so it's one of those like, I'm like, okay, I got to figure this
I'll try
out.
to watch
But
it.
it's pretty good. So I don't say I dislike it.
The last thing I pretended to like was Handmaid's Tale. She was watching that. I'm like, okay, I stuck through maybe the first season. And then I'm like, I'm out. I can't with this show. I can't.
I haven't been able to start it because I know what I'm up against, and I don't
Great.
need that in my life right now. Like,
It is a great show. It is definitely.
Oh, it's not an uplifter.
yeah.
How many seasons?
It's not a feel-good
It's
show.
a hard watch, but it is worth the watch.
It's a hard
It is
watch.
a really, really good show.
Huh.
Anything that you pretend to like that Tina likes?
Or vice versa.
Or vice versa?
I mean, I wouldn't know if she's pretending. I can't really think of anything. Here's our thing is like we kind of have an agreement of she'll spend 40 minutes finding something on Netflix to fall asleep in the opening credits to.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times we start stuff together and then we splinter because I'm not waiting. There are some shows we watch together that she's like, you have to wait. I'm trying to remember what the last show that we like. Dark. We really love Dark. She would make me wait to watch episodes of that with her.
Well, 23% of us are pretending to like a show that our significant other likes just to make them happy.
Sure.
So 23% of us. 29% of single people wouldn't date someone who doesn't subscribe to at least 2 streaming services. That's a deal breaker for people.
Wow.
So for almost 1 in 3 people, that's a deal breaker. All right. So what are you paying for? Netflix and Hulu.
Oh, that's it?
That's it. I don't think this is.
Well, you get the free play. Can the free ones count if you have 2 of the free ones?
Well, and also you want to do differently than what I have so we can share each other's experiences, if you know what I mean. Wink.
Talking about your favorite show is a good icebreaker on a date. 52% think your current streaming obsession is a good topic if there's an awkward pause. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten angry at your significant other for watching something without you?
Yes. Yes, we did.
Like a show you normally watch together. Like you skipped ahead, huh?
We the second time around for me for Game of Thrones, but Tim's first time around, he was like, because I already knew what happened. I'm like, hey, I'm going to go watch. And he's like, no, you're not. Like it was like our little thing
This
that
is
we
our
would
show.
do. Yeah.
This is our show. And if you do watch something without them, no spoilers. Would you? I don't know. That's your special time together, right?
Yeah.
Like it's something you do together, and that's when everything else that's going on, we could always come together and watch this show.
Yeah, it's like sacred.
It's our thing.
Right.
Okay, I get why somebody would be upset about that. All right, Rafe, I'm going to ask you this question.
Okay.
How many people do you think the average American has slept with?
The average American.
The average
man or
U.S.
woman?
citizen has slept with blank amount of people.
Is this balanced through gender as well?
Gender, yep.
I'm going to say it's not going to be high. I think it is going to be 4.5.
4.5, you are off.
Wow.
Okay.
I know, Lern, you saw this answer already.
No, I did not.
Oh, you didn't see it?
I saw the headline. I didn't read.
The average U.S. citizen has slept with how many people?
I'm going to go 8.
8?
Dang.
Scott?
Okay. He didn't really give a reaction to that, so that might be it. But I'll go super low. Then I'll say 1.5.
1.5.
1.5. Show me 1.5 people.
No.
It's very low.
The
Okay.
answer is 10.
10.
The average U.S. citizen has slept with more than 10 people, so it's actually 10.7.
Good job, America.
Yeah.
According to research into the world's most promiscuous countries.
I kind of figured grandparents were dragging the average down.
Or somebody like Scott, his answer is 1.
Yeah. I didn't get the half yet. Yeah.
NapLab compiled data from various sources to come up with their list, looking at national sexually transmitted infection rates, a country's attitudes towards premarital sex, and the average number of sex partners, amongst other things. So they looked at the most promiscuous countries in the world. And America was declared the 15th most promiscuous country on the planet.
Not number
Nice.
1 in anything anymore.
With the average
we gotta
resident
start
sleeping
working.
with 10.7 people over the course of their lifetime. That's on par with Canada, by the way. Canada is also 10.7.
Okay. God.
Mexicans
We're
are
banging at a Canadian rate.
Mexicans are less promiscuous than those in the U.S., with their average citizen sleeping with 9 people.
Interesting.
Wow.
So what do you think the most promiscuous country in the world is?
France.
France, not even in the top 10.
Oh.
Huh.
France was...
Brazil.
That's a great yes.
Where was France?
Spain.
France was 25. Spain was 23. Brazil, number 2.
Dang. So
Promiscuous.
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 Did you say
Portugal.
Italy was number 7. Portugal.
Man, who's banging more than Brazil? Australia.
Probably one of the stands they probably
Portugal, hang on. Portugal, I'm looking for Portugal. I can't find
have.
Portugal.
So England has got to be one.
Australia was number 1.
I know my bangers,
Australia
dude.
is the number 1 most promiscuous country in the world.
I believe it. Everybody wants to bang somebody from Australia.
Australia. Also, is it customary there? Women more aggressive in Australia. More likely to like approach. Little known fact.
So the average citizen in Australia has slept with 13.3 people. 81% of residents approve of sex before marriage. They're okay with it.
Nice.
Prostitution is also legalized down under.
I'm moving.
So the average Australian loses their virginity at a younger age than the average American.
All right.
Do you have numbers on that?
The average American loses their virginity at 18. The average Australian, 17.8 years old.
All right.
Wow.
Despite their citizens seeming to sleep around more on average, Australia has lower rates of sexually transmitted diseases.
There you go.
But their koala bears have a big rate of sexually
Gonorrhea.
Yep. So someone's getting
Something's
that.
up with that.
So promiscuity, Australia number 1, Brazil number 2. Anybody want to fashion any other guesses? You said 7 was Italy, correct?
Could
Uganda.
is it still going to be
Uganda.
It's not bad.
I don't know.
No, did not make my top.
All right.
We'll
45.
say South Africa then, because that's on a nice beachfront, a lot of outdoor time.
South Africa did not make my top 45.
All right. How about Argentina? For Brazil, they kind of are close siblings.
Argentina.
Not sexy, huh?
Did not make top
Ooh,
45
I figured
most
it'd be sexy.
promiscuous.
New Zealand.
Number 5.
Oh, so
Oh, South Africa's number 10. I'm sorry, Scott. South Africa's number 10.
See, I know
Greece.
my South Africans.
Greece, number 3.
Good guess. Excellent.
Yep.
Thank you.
Excellent.
That I understand as well.
How about Macedonia?
Macedonia, no.
Switzerland.
Switzerland, number 8.
Myanmar.
Myanmar. Switzerland was number 8.
Chile.
Chile was number 4. Damn.
Ooh, you're on a
Hey.
roll.
Killing it.
She's Googling it.
No, I'm
British
not Google.
Guyana.
I'm looking
She
at.
is.
I'm looking at countries. I can't remember.
Germany was number 6.
Did we say
Thailand was number 9.
Wait, you're telling me the Germans are getting busy more than we are?
Promiscuity.
Oh, boy.
Something has happened to the world.
America.
Wake up.
Well,
Listen up.
Now you want to talk sex partners? So,
Yes,
so
I would.
countries with the most sexual partners. Turkey was number 1.
Really?
So the average citizen of Turkey has slept with 14.5 people. Australia was second with 13.3. New Zealand was number 3 with 13.2. South Africa, 12.5. Finland, 12.4.
Wait.
Norway, 12.1.
How are these different?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Yeah, if they have the most sex partners, but they're not the most
Remember,
promiscuous.
promiscuous, they took into account a bunch of different things,
Ooh, like
including the sex partners.
so not just sex, but
Oh,
like
okay.
second base.
So promiscuous, they took into account
What? Kissing?
STD rates, the attitudes towards premarital sex, the average number of sex partners, amongst other things, the average age they lost their virginity. That's promiscuity.
Yeah.
Now I'm
This
just
is the real list.
now I'm just talking about sexual partners.
That's what's up. Numbers game. Let's hear it.
1 was Turkey,
Turkey. Wow.
2 Australia,
Gobble, gobble. There we go.
3 New Zealand,
New Zealand.
4 South Africa,
There we go.
Finland 5th, Norway 6th, Italy, Sweden, Switzerland. Congratulations, Ireland.
My people.
Getting,
I have the top-
getting on in the bogs.
I
You
have
know
the
what I'm
top
saying?
45 if you want to know any
Would
other
the
numbers.
U.S. be higher if we included family?
So
The UK, 9.8 partners per citizen.
the other list was what? Who was the top 3? Brazil
Australia, Brazil, Greece.
was promiscuity.
Promiscuity.
But only one of those countries is actually banging out, and that's Australia. Brazil and Greece are just flirting about. They just have they have
I mean,
positive,
Greece-
sex positive attitudes.
Those are tourists that come in, you
Brazil-
piss on the beach and you run off.
Brazil averaged 9 partners per citizen. Greece, 10.6. Remember, we were 10.7. Australia, though, is 13.3. They were killing it.
All right, without throwing out any specific numbers, let's do a quick room temperature. Who here is who here is below the U.S. average?
I'm below.
Yeah. I'll tell you how many. I've slept with 5 people.
I'm below.
Scott?
Yeah, we're not.
We're all below.
You above?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm bringing the average in here.
I'm below.
I'm below.
My wife and I have been together since 1999.
You have been married a long time,
Long
young
time.
age.
And I was a serial monogamist. So
Serial killer, yep. You
know,
killed a lot of people, but you did not sleep with them before you did it.
So, it was like a relationship thing. So that took me down. So I was like, I never had my like promiscuous 20s where I just banged the city,
Yeah, that's okay.
That's all right.
It's
Thanks.
okay.
Somebody's asking if Vatican City's on the list. No, I did not. Wow, number 5.
I like that.
Holy moly, their average is real high.
A TikToker who posts relationship advice has been racking up the hits with her quote-unquote nickname theory. Now, I'm going to defer to the woman in the room on this one.
Yes.
It's a way to figure out if you're really into a guy that you've only had a couple dates with. Now, the whole thing, and I don't know if you do this with your girlfriends, the whole thing is based on how women talk to each other about a guy they're dating. Mm-hmm. Names could be confusing, so they'll often use nicknames to describe a guy. For example, a silly, lighthearted description like the plain bagel and cream cheese guy means you're not that serious about him, and he's not going to last. If you narrow down the description to something like the gray BMW guy, that's personal, and he's a possibility. It could go either way. And the final category isn't actually a nickname. If you use his real name, I had so much fun with Tom Smith last night. You're in for a long haul.
Tom Smith sounds
and would
nice.
say yes to a diamond. Does that make sense?
No.
Sort of.
Oh, wait. No, we're not.
I don't have a lot of that anymore. But back in the day, like my girlfriends would say to describe if they were just dating a bunch of different people, it wasn't anything serious. Yeah, like I wouldn't be able to keep them all on track. So I'd be like, who is this again?
The BMW guy?
BMW guy, or, oh, it's the nose ring guy, or, there would be little nicknames like that.
All right, here she is talking about it.
Nickname theory is the idea that the dumber the nickname you give the man you're dating, the less you like him. As all of us girly pops know, realistically, when you start dating a guy, you have to give him a nickname when you talk about him to your friends. If the last guy you dated was named Chase, and the next guy was Chad, and the guy after that is Craig, no one's gonna remember who's who. If you give a guy a really stupid nickname, like on your first date he told you that his favorite kind of bagel is a plain bagel with cream cheese, a serial killer's order, so you start calling him plain bagel with cream cheese guy, it's not that serious.
You guys are so shallow.
We're the worst.
the worst. All right, guys? We're all high-fiving.
Yeah, totally.
There are times when you may be asked for personal references for jobs, renting apartments. But what about dating? What about dating? The New York Post has a story about a woman who asks her dates for references from other women before getting too involved.
This lady must be very pretty.
Is this crazy or clever? And she liked the idea because she had a bad experience with a guy who never introduced her to any of his family or friends. And after a couple months, she realized that he already had a relationship and she was the other woman.
Dang.
So you'd think that she'd get a lot of pushback from guys about the references thing, but the first time went well. She met a guy online, but before they met, she asked for a female reference. He was a little unsure, but after she explained why she was asking, he gave her his sister's phone number. And the woman texted her a bit.
I was so in hopes that you were going to say he gave his girlfriend her number.
She then went out with the guy, and they're still together 4 months later. She's doing this to avoid red flags. But guys, would that be a red flag to you?
Again, if she's
or does it seem reasonable?
Very attractive, then I guess you're like, well,
I have a woman on the phone that would be happy to give you my work history. Her name is Jackie. I call her Mom.
Rafe is a nice boy.
He's a good boy. He's
always
hard-headed.
calls his mother.
I mean, I guess it's an okay idea.
It's not a bad idea if they're willing
just like
to
to prove that you can have female friends and that you're not like some like horny dog out there humping every night.
I guess it's to prove who you say you are.
Interesting.
Like, think about
But why the female reference? You know what I mean?
Because
Like that.
women won't lie to each other.
That's true. That's in her contract.
Yep.
We never lie. That's it.
Never lie to each other.
We always build each other up, too. We never cut each other down.
No, you're so sweet.
You're known for being highly complimentary of each other's clothing.
Absolutely.
Both when in the room and behind each other's back.
We're doing our best, okay?
Maybe if you're hearing it
As
from
noted in the Who Wore It Best section.
if you're hearing it from another woman, I guess. I guess it more trustworthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is. I always find that weird too because the reference it's even like a job. You know, he's going to call the one person is going to make him sound the best.
Okay. Well, I mean, how many guys?
You can randomly go randomly through your phone and find a girl in there and call her. And be like, all right.
I mean, how many guys could lie on their Tinder profiles? Anybody could lie.
How many people are lying on their Tinder profiles like a resume? All right, you're really stretching out that proficient in Microsoft Word and Excel section. Do you know what I mean? Like everybody's telling little lies on Tinder.
I let the girls know how much money I had by holding up some $100 bills. They're fake, but I let them know, dude, this guy's rich.
Yep. I don't know. I don't see. I'm reasonable. Thank God I'm not dating now. Thank God I never had to use any of the apps. Try to weed through the BS.
Yeah.
What's real? What's not real? Is this picture really her?
Yeah.
Like, is it ever
Those
fun?
filters,
man, those are tricks, too.
It's got to be annoying, but also, like, is it ever fun? It has to be fun,
I'm
too.
sure it's fun.
What's fun?
Like the dating apps and the,
I've never done it.
The catfishing and all that stuff.
I'm sure it's fun.
Yeah.
Like, it makes it more interesting. Like, back when you finally get up, with somebody and you're with them for 20 years, you started dating in the 2000s.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we have no idea about what it's like out there. But at the same time, I feel like it gets such a bad rep. Like, is it as bad as...
I don't know. I live vicariously through some of my buddies.
Same.
That I see what they're going through. And sometimes I'm like, cool. And other times like, God, that sucks.
Yeah.
Thank God I found the right woman.
I mean, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah.
To me, I'm always like, man, you never will know. We have a whole generation of people that will never know what it's like to walk up to a girl in a bar, introduce yourself, and completely whiff. Just completely biff it in front of God and everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And have to do the shameful walk back to a table of hyenas of friends who can't wait to ridicule you mercilessly for your lack of game.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to have buddies.
You're starting off with, it's like you're already rounding first. You already got a base hit because you don't even see people that don't swipe on you. You only see people that swipe on you.
Wow.
That would. All right, man, go hit on that chick over there. Okay, when I was single.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'd walk over, all confidence-wise, chest down, they'd be on, get in there!
Oh, God.
Get in there! Come on, hey, stop it! Stop it!
It really helps.
Get in there!
Look
Come
how
on,
cool
man.
my friends
I don't
are.
know. Like,
Get in there.
as a chick, though, like, I'm sure
Because
there's...
that's what every girl wants to hear.
Well, I'm sure there's someone who's like, ooh, like, and I respect, but also, like, to me, that shows you come from a fun group of idiot dudes that, like, you guys have to be fun. Like, so...
Now when I'm seriously trying to pick up on a chick.
Embarrassing, if that was happening, like, if somebody was coming up to me and their friends like, do it, like, depending on the level.
The line would
I
be,
think it'd
get
be funny.
in there. Damn
Because
it.
if they're doing that, the guys obviously are not really ever getting chicks, so they're just being silly.
Right, they're
so
being
they're pretty
ridiculous.
They're being
trustworthy.
silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've had a lot of encounters with fun, ridiculous idiot dudes. And, like, to me, it's the ones who take it so seriously that are, like, cringeworthy. And the ones who just have, like, they know they have no game. They're coming up, give them your number. Just
come on.
They're funny enough. Like, I don't know. Humor always goes a long way with me.
With the get in there crew.
I don't want to be, but if they're good people and they're just idiots,
That's my only game. Just be funny. Didn't always work. It worked enough.
Yeah.
Funny dudes always win, man.
Yeah.
If
Or
you
they
tried to
should.
be like actually suave, it was just not
Came
good.
off as
You
disingenuous.
have to be
and
like
cheesy.
crazy handsome because then girls just will let you say whatever you want. They don't expect a personality.
I don't say that.
Oh,
Hey, you know what? I'll tell
We
you what.
respect person. Some of us
please,
do.
my friend in my friend group, the good-looking guy in our group, got laid by far the most uninteresting guy you ever meet on the
But
planet.
did he find his soulmate and he like connect with somebody deeply?
I don't know if he found his soulmate, but he found a lot of soulmate candidates. And he was a very handsome dude. He looked like a male model, and he was about as interesting as
Drywall.
yeah. And it didn't matter. Girls threw themselves at his feet.
Well, listen, we got
You're not better than us. You pretend to be better than us, but you're not.
We got Brad and Rachel both saying there's no words to describe how awful dating apps and dating in general are these days.
That's what everybody keeps saying.
And Brad says it's rough out here, homies.
Sorry, Brad.
I would say the thing I hear the most, and feel free to correct me as if you weren't going to anyway in the emails. The thing I'm hearing from my folks that are out on the apps is like the apps have made the game so easy that nobody wants to commit. Everybody's trying to keep their options open. Everybody's like, everyone you're talking to is talking to 5 people.
Yeah.
Like there's almost no exclusivity. If you have the expectation of exclusivity, you're being a fool. So it's like you just never know. And then it feels like you're in constant competition, whereas maybe in the old days, you dated one person at a time because it was a little harder to keep.
A little harder to.
Yeah.
A little harder to juggle many
You'd have to
plates.
physically go somewhere.
Yeah.
Instead of just going to your couch and just swiping left and right.
Right.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll come back with the sex toy of the week. Now, you really got to be a trusting person to use this.
Oh,
Am I right, Rafe?
Yeah. You better be your soulmate if you're going to strap this on. Let me tell you.
You see what it
Also,
is, Scott?
No.
Oh.
if you're looking for any
I got
last-minute
a
gift
glimpse from
ideas
here,
for
and
me
I
for
think
Christmas, it'll be
wow.
Nature is
I like a lot. Remember he was in the
Good dude,
Magician?
man.
Yeah, St. Louis's own.
St. Louis's own and
funny.
former, yeah, he's great. Former Cupcake Wars host.
Yeah.
He never does any shows here.
Magic for Humans.
Yeah, Magic for Humans is
does
great on
shows
Netflix.
here. Occasionally.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Maybe
I keep
2,
seeing he puts
3
out tour
years.
dates and nothing ever here.
Huh.
Yeah, Justin. When he coming to town?
Come on, dude.
I bought my son your magic kit.
And then that's it. He
That
doesn't
show
come
was
back.
hates
great,
Magic
dude.
now.
Magic
Guy-
for Humans was such a good show on Netflix, dude.
He goes, I can't wait to see Justin Woolman within the year, or else I'm going to throw out this magic kit.
And he gave up on magic
Magic's
because he
gone.
didn't
Gave
come
up on
back.
magic.
All
Gave up on
because of
magic.
you.
In just a couple minutes, I got a couple concert announcements to make. But first,
Pick a can.
want to talk about magical. Rafe,
Oh, this is pure magic.
what do we got this week?
Pure magic. And I don't like that. Sometimes I put pictures in the deck for everybody here.
Yeah. I hate this one, by the way.
I don't like it because it's a penis double.
Right.
It
Is
bothers me.
Penis
Yeah.
double.
Young, this guy.
You guys ever watch a porn or you watch something where it looks just a little too much like your own member and it throws you off a little bit? Anyway.
That's why.
Wait a minute.
No.
Okay, Rafe.
Moving on.
What do we got?
If I'm calculating right, it's about that.
Just the stones though.
Okay.
Very tiny.
Just the bottom part. You guys think about that while I finish this.
Thank
Oh,
you,
tell me
man.
what we got this week, Rafe.
Well, what we have this week is a nice little stocking stuffer for your significant other or somebody you just recently matched with on Tinder to see if they're cool or not. It's called the Possessor Electro Scrotum Pouch. Doesn't that sound nice?
Possessor Electro Scrotum Pouch.
This thing looks like you can jumpstart a car.
Yes. Yes, you can.
You can. You can actually run an entire campsite off of this. $49.99. Pretty good price with a 4.4 overall star rating. The Possessor presents a new take on the shaft ring by offering a scrotum pouch with electro sex possibilities. Doesn't that sound futuristic?
Okay, so you put this thing over your beans,
This looks like a, yes.
and there's 2 little electrodes that plug into the sack.
Yeah, it looks like it's charging 2 iPhones right now in this picture.
A positive
Can
and
you
a
get
negative.
a charge off the potato with those, or is this
I mean, if you're at the airport, you need a charge, you find yourself on a plane, your
just get the potato?
phone's running low on battery. If you got the
You can
Possessor
plug it
electro
into your-
scrotum pouch
your
on,
beanbag.
boom,
You're good.
quick
Get that-
charge. Before you begin to incorporate its E-stem capabilities, the possessor functions as a shaft ring. It's able to help maintain longer-lasting hoo-hoos. Once you slip the balls into the scrotum pouch, however, then you can connect the possessor to an electrosex power box that includes E-stem sensations. So while your man is pleasuring you, give his testicles a tingle of electro-sex.
Yes.
Is this the thing that men want? They want their scrotums
I don't want
electrocuted?
anything.
Well, how do you know if you haven't tried?
That's a good point.
I have a feeling I'm not going to be into this.
Rizz.
Well, I think I see a new punishment in our future.
Or a good Christmas
Chris
gift.
asks, is this your doppeldonger?
Doppelgong, 2023.
Doppelganger. Very nice. Let's get to some reviews. This review's coming from Pain Slut. Big surprise, 5.0 star rating.
5 stars.
Pain Slut.
Pain Slut says, great torture device. My dom used this new sadistic torture device on me. I have large balls, so after she smacked them around... After she smacked them around for a while, she forced the device over my balls. The squeeze alone was painful. And boy, oh boy, when she turned it on, I whimpered, and she turned it up. Over an hour of constant pain and 7 different channels. Wow!
That's going to be happy.
An hour of pain.
Great device.
Great device.
Thumbs up emoji.
5 stars.
Thank you, Pain Slut. That was very interesting.
And his stuff still works.
This is from Juan E. Next review from Juan E. 3.0 star rating. Not as impressed.
All right, here's the real one. Let's see it.
Item is okay, but I guess it was designed for somebody with bigger nuts than me. Size too big, 3 stars.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So it's just one
So
size?
one size fits most?
Well, it looks like it's some kind of black, it does look like it's like a black neoprene,
Like a tire.
No, sort of. This looks like a gear shifter or something.
Yeah.
Well, whatever it is, Juan E. was not happy that his little nuts didn't fit in there.
Aw, little guy.
Sorry, Juan. Finally, Bike Man 7 with 4.0 star rating. Going to meet in the middle between Pain Slut and Juan E. Just got this last night, and it's a mean little bastard. Wearing it right now. I like that.
Wow.
Wearing it right now as I type this review. There's a lot of extra letters in this review for some reason.
How's the handwriting?
Also for women, too.
Oh, my
Their little
gosh.
testicles.
Right. Wearing it right now, and feelings are awesome. It was a bit difficult to figure out how to get my balls in the pouch, but after I did, very different feeling around the boys, if you know what I mean. Shocking! Use the electro gel, or you will fry your balls. Anyway, back to the fun.
All right.
4 stars. All
4
right.
stars. Okay.
Good advice, too, the electro gel. Didn't say anything about that.
No, that
No.
seems like that should be something to talk about up front.
All right. Sounds like, what's it called again? The Possessor?
The Possessor Electro Scrotum Pouch. 1, I guess. There's no...
It's like what the Undertaker, the wrestling guy, would like be wearing under his kilt, whatever he wears.
Would you invest in one of these if you found it at Goodwill?
No, I think this is something you need new.
You knew.
Yeah, not pre-worn.
Yeah.
So how does does it burn? Like the plastic burn? The rubber?
I'm not sure.
So many questions.
I know. Well, we do have to make this concert announcement here.
Okay. Let's take a left
After
turn.
that,
Let's take a left turn.
Speaking of possessors,
Yeah.
you want to
So-
possess these
shock
tickets.
you.
A couple things to tell you about. 105.7 The Point welcomes Blink 182.
Yeah, buddy.
Blink 182 coming to Enterprise Center Saturday, August 10th, 2024.
We have to wait a minute.
August 10th, 2024. Blink 182 special
That is
guest
awesome.
Pierce the Bell, Enterprise Center Saturday, August 10th, 2024. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m.
And that new album sounds awesome.
That's all.
Track number 2 is
3 of the
rad.
original guys back, coming to town August 10th. Another thing to tell you about, 105.7 The Point welcomes comedian John Mulaney.
My God. Love him.
John Mulaney going back on tour with a new hour of stand-up comedy, playing the Fabulous Fox Theater Saturday, January 13th. Tickets are on sale Friday at 10 a.m.
That's great.
John Mulaney, Fabulous Fox, Saturday, January 13th. Tickets on sale Friday. In fact, we'll throw in John Mulaney tickets into the 3 and 5 contest we're doing right after the break. So we're going to play 3 and 5. Rafe is going to give you a category. You name 3 things in that category within 5 seconds. 2 out of 3 categories right, you win your choice of prizes. We've got tickets for night number 2 of Metallica. That's November 5th. That's the Sunday show over the Dome. We've got tickets to our Mad Tea Party Halloween Bash coming up this Saturday over at Ballpark Village. We've got tickets to go see Blue October December 2nd over at Stiefel. And we've got tickets to go see the just announced John Mulaney show Saturday night, January 13th over at the Fox. No ums or ahs to start your answer. Don't forget, 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. 3 and 5 is next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to play 3 and 5. Play this every Monday.
Ooh,
So,
baby.
Moon's not here this week. He'll be back tomorrow, so Rafe's going to run the show for us. So Rafe will give you a category. You name 3 things in a category within 5 seconds. 2 out of 3 categories right, you win your choice of prizes.
Great.
Metallica tickets, Mad Tea Party Halloween Bash tickets, Blue October tickets, or tickets to go see comedian John Mulaney over at the Fox Theater.
That's good stuff. How are my judges
great
feeling
prizes.
today?
I'm feeling amazing.
I'm feeling,
Lenient?
no,
No, never.
not today. Remember, no ums or ahs to start your answer.
The hardest I've ever been is right now.
Scott, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I think I'm very serious today, but I think, I'll be very fair.
Okay.
And there's no sliding today.
All right, let's go to the
to hear.
phones. Colin, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Colin, let's play 3 and 5. Here we go.
Colin, are you ready?
I am.
Colin, let's play 3 and 5. Name me 3 types of pasta.
Spaghetti, tortellini, cavatappi.
Got it in.
Got it.
Got it.
I thought he froze. Cavatappi, is that?
Got it. Yes, it is.
All right. The Italian in the room
Good
has
to go.
deferred.
Next.
1 for 1. All right. Name me 3 United States presidents.
Biden, Trump, Bush.
Way to do it.
Boom.
That easy.
Easy. Hang on. That's Colin.
Boom.
He got it. All right. Let's go to Shane. Oh, I'm sorry, Adam. Adam, good morning.
Morning.
All right, Adam, let's play 3 and 5. Here we go.
All right, Adam. Name me 3 capital cities.
Springfield, Oklahoma City, Olympia.
Olympia, Washington?
Olympia got it.
Okay.
Is that true? Is Oklahoma City the capital of Oklahoma?
Is it?
Somebody look that up.
Oklahoma City?
Is the capital of Oklahoma? I believe yes.
It's a city in Oklahoma,
But is it the capital city?
Let's take a
Just
look.
verifying, Adam.
It is
'cause
the U.S.
we
state
are
capital
Not smart in
of-
here.
All right.
Got it.
That's our own ignorance. That's not on you.
I just want. I
We
just
don't
want to be
know
100%.
everything. Yeah.
It's going to be 100% because they're going to let us know if we're wrong.
All right, here we go. Next.
All right, Adam, name me 3 famous painters.
Van Gogh, Da Vinci, Michelangelo.
Okay.
Got
Da
it.
Vinci painted,
Got it.
Let's take a
technically.
Yeah,
Did Da Vinci paint?
Da Vinci.
Yeah, he painted the Mona Lisa.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
All right.
Congratulations, Adam.
All right.
Crushing it.
He's like the guy. Da Vinci's the guy.
You're the guy.
All right, Shane, ready to play?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Here we go.
All
3
right,
and 5.
Shane, name me 3 Disney princesses.
I couldn't tell you that one.
Killing it.
Is going
Ah, killing it.
Jasmine, Belle, Aurora.
Oh, we know you know.
Oh, we know you know.
You got it. All right, Shane, next.
All right, Shane, name me 3 dog breeds.
Lab, Collie.
Lab and Collie and what?
Don't know.
Lab, collie.
Don't know. His phone cut out. That's his fault.
Oh.
John, hello.
Yeah. Good morning.
All right, John, here we go. 3 and 5. Let's do this.
All right.
All right, John, name me 3 fast food chains.
Sonic, McDonald's, Hardee's.
Yeah, damn right. Yeah.
We know that.
Let's keep it
You
going.
had
Let's
4.5
go.
seconds to spare.
Let's
Name
go.
me 3 car manufacturers.
Hyundai, BMW, Tesla.
Whoa,
All right,
this guy.
Winner.
Who is this guy?
That's John.
That's John.
He's all over it.
Chris and Arnold. Chris, good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Let's go.
Chris, name me 3 zodiac signs.
Leo, Capricorn, Cancer.
Very good. Very
Giving it
good.
Cancer in before the buzzer.
Yep.
All right.
For sure.
Name me 3 elements on the periodic table.
Hydrogen, zinc, oxygen.
Got it.
Did he get oxygen?
I think you did.
All right.
Hang on, Chris. All right. Melissa, hello.
Happy birthday, Rizz.
Thanks, Melissa. Let's do this.
Melissa, name me 3 types of dinosaurs.
Stegosaurus, T-Rex, Velociraptor.
Velociraptor.
Was that a real dinosaur or was that something from...
Look it up. I don't know.
Velociraptor? Yes, it was.
Oh, was it a real
Absolutely.
dinosaur or was it
Yes.
something that Steven Spielberg made up?
No, that is a real thing.
And Melissa, I thought Stegosaurus first as well.
There you go.
They're the cutest.
They are the best. All right, 1 for 1. Here we go.
Name 3 planets in our solar system.
Mars, Jupiter, Venus.
Oh, man, give me.
Very good.
Now, Melissa.
About to get hot. I'll make this harder.
All right, one more contestant. Let's make this
Crucial.
difficulty
Yeah.
8. An 8 difficulty.
Okay.
All right, Tim,
Yes.
here we go.
Why would you do that to me?
Because I
We
feel
believe
like
in you,
it.
Tim.
Because I feel like
All
it.
right, let's do this.
Come
Rock
on,
and
Tim.
roll.
Here we go.
Tim, name 3 romantic comedies.
Nah, shit.
No,
I'm sorry.
okay, come on, Tim. Oh, you're so
I know.
manly. Oh,
You
you
scared
know
me with the
what?
8.
Rom-coms. Get off
You
your
scared me with the
man
8.
stool.
I know.
How to lose a guy in 10 days.
We know you know.
We know you about Mary.
Overboard. I don't know. See, they're all coming to me now. Yeah.
All right, Tim.
Name 3 pop stars.
Britney Spears, Taylor Swift, and Bono.
Bono is playing on the pop charts.
Giving him Bono.
And you know what? And you two had
Judges?
a record called Pop.
I would give it to him, yes. But
All right, let's give
See,
him Bono.
all the Sphere video, I just keep thinking of you two. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Last one, Tim.
Tim, name 3 Shakespeare plays.
Hamlet, Richard III, and The Tempest.
Oh, man.
Cannot believe he got that.
That is incredible.
Cannot. No rom-coms, but went deep in the cut for Shakespeare plays. Good job, man.
Intellectual.
That was a hard one.
Yeah, that was a very hard
That was
one.
a hard
That's
one.
where we should end it. Excellent. The Tempest. Nice.
The Tempest.
Nice.
The Tempest. I did not see The Tempest being the one he was going to pull out
No,
either. No
me
Romeo and Juliet. The Tempest.
The Tempest. All right, 9:20. We got sports after the break. Traffic and weather. Lern coming at you.
And it's brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race next year is on Sunday, June 2nd. NASCAR Cup Series is coming back. WWTRaceway.com for your tickets. Stalled vehicle southbound 270 at Big Bend. The right lane is closed. Weather today, last gorgeous day for a while. So you're eating lunch outdoors, all right? 80 is going to be the high. It's going to be sunshine galore and then clouds galore for the rest of the week. It's 53 right now. Your point weather brought to you by CarX Tire and Auto.
Are you going to write one of these social media messages telling people to get outside?
Do you want me to?
No.
From the Rizz Show account?
No.
You want
I
me to
hate
do
when people
something real
that.
inspirational? Like, clouds in your coffee for the rest of the week?
No,
I'm going to do it.
It's nice outside. Get outside today. Don't tell me what to do. Now I'm going to stay inside.
Don't do it. You're going to be depressed the rest of the week. Your seasonal depression's going to kick in.
All right, sports next. Rafe Rudd and Cracker Jacks.
I did.
Like OG.
Hilarious.
Nostalgia Monday.
With
We made a list a couple Mondays ago of foods that were like, are they good? Or do we just remember them because we were kids?
yeah.
I always thought Cracker Jacks were mediocre, even when I was a kid.
But
You don't
it's-
like sweet corns,
It's
though.
what's here in the inside that counts. That's why it's so good.
And I did get a sticker of a
Prize
puppy.
inside?
Yep.
Yep.
Let's try
Oh,
these.
these are
it's
prize
pizza.
inside Cracker Jacks.
All right, here we go.
Going into sports,
Oh,
let's
there's a
try
little
some
bag.
Cracker Jacks.
I'm opening it up here.
So you got the
They're very good.
caramel-coated popcorn and peanuts. Like, even just feeling on the outside of the body, it already feels stale.
I don't like the peanuts. I never have.
Well, this is one of those products they
Really?
made
I think
ages
the peanuts
ago.
make the whole thing.
That's all right. It gets stuck in your molars, though. That's a
Not
problem
terrible.
later. Not terrible.
It's not terrible. It's not like the Gushers where it made me want
You're
to
right.
cry.
It's stale, just right out of the gate.
Yep.
I mean, it's stale.
Dude,
And there's no expiration date, because why not?
I got a sticker of
Oh,
a baseball, dude. It doesn't get more American than that.
That's
And a
cool.
box of Cracker
Prize.
Jacks with a baseball sticker.
Prize inside.
I got
That's what I
a
got. Lift and peel. What I get.
If you got a cat, you got
Pretty good.
Good.
I mean, what was the
Lift and
other
feel.
version of this? Crunch and Munch?
Was that the ripoff?
I think Crunch and Munch
Crunch
was
and
like
Munch.
the other. Pretty good.
I can't open mine.
It says peel.
Well,
Bottom corner.
Mine says redeem for $10,000.
Wow. Okay.
That's not bad.
Oh,
What if it did?
it says Park Place.
you got a baseball? I
Yeah.
got like the Cracker Jack guy.
Oh,
Cute.
You guys missed out because
you got
I
a little
got
sailor.
whatever this is.
A POW.
What is it?
I have
got
no
like an
clue.
explosion.
That's Exploder. Yeah.
Yeah, I got Exploder.
I got the
you got
Cracker
mine.
Jack guy. I'd be so. I'm throwing at garbage.
Sorry.
Oh, man, that's a good sticker.
Hey, there is a special place in hell for somebody who harms an animal.
Yep.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depends on the animal.
You know what I'm saying.
You hear about the story about the stolen puppy
What?
in the area? What? I'm just saying this is a local story.
No, I know, but we talk
Right.
about animals dying and abused animals like once every show. Hurts me.
Do you not want me to do the story? Because
No, now
you
you've
want to leave
opened
the
it up.
room?
No, I don't. I'm a big, tough lady. I
You wanna
can.
leave the
I'll have my dying on the inside.
I'm telling. There's a place in hell for somebody that would do something like this, and thank God, no, the dog didn't die.
Yeah.
So a 4-month-old puppy was hurt, but is expected to survive after being stolen from its owner and thrown from a 3rd-story window.
Oh, yeah.
As police moved in to arrest 2 people now facing felony charges in St. Louis County. You see the story, Scott?
Yeah, I saw that
This
over
is
the
off KMOV.
over the weekend.
18-year-old James Edward Perry, Landon Jacoby, 23, both of St. Louis, each charged with 2nd-degree burglary and 2 counts of stealing over $750. So this is from Veneta Park. They're saying that the victim reported somebody broke into their home and stole their 2 French bulldogs.
Gosh, man.
Which those dogs, was that Lady Gaga's dogs
Yeah.
that were stolen?
She had French bulldogs.
Like those things are going for like high dollar.
Yeah.
Thousands of
Bulldogs are
dollars.
so cute. They're extra cute.
Yeah, they're so cute.
Take
So-
my money, take my wallet, just don't take my 2 doggies.
I swore in a bulldog named Taco at my event for the Pork Steak Army. I'm already sad about this.
Yeah, man.
So 2 dogs stolen, 2-year-old Zelda, 4-month-old little Tori. As police were investigating, officers learned of an online post listing those 2 stolen pets for sale, $5,000 apiece.
Wow.
So 2 little French bulldogs, $5,000 each. So the North County Police Cooperative worked together with adjoining agencies to set up a buy of the dogs and then to arrest the suspect. So
Good.
on October 19th, last week, police went to the address where the exchange was set to take place. So it's like a sting. Like, all right, yeah, I'll buy your dogs. Where do I go?
Yeah.
But it was the cops. They found one of the dogs, Zelda, and detained a female suspect who wasn't identified in charging documents. Now you got little Tori, the other dog,
Yeah, the 4-month-old.
the 4-month-old. When officers approached the building, one of the suspects threw little Tori from a 3rd-story window.
Trash person.
Man.
You're trash.
Dude,
God.
I'm not even making this up right now. I opened a second Cracker Jack box because I'm hungry, and I got a dog sticker.
Wow.
That's
It's
so
a
sad.
sign.
This is divine.
As you were saying that, I opened up a sticker of a cute dog. As you said, this.
That was your prize in the...
As you said, thrown from a 3rd-story window. That's traumatizing.
little Tori was hurt from the fall, expected to survive.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
But the animal, nobody deserves abuse of any kind. I'm not saying that, but like animals definitely don't. They're literally just existing. It's like human beings. We're all full of madness and we're trash people. Like animals don't deserve any of this.
Again, it depends on the animal and the
no,
circumstance.
like they're animals.
So the two guys that threw the dog locked themselves into the apartment after throwing the puppy, taken into custody. Inside the apartment, they found fentanyl, which was packaged for distribution, and 2 firearms.
I'm shocked they had bad stuff inside their apartment. That
I'm
seems
also
like-
shocked that one of them is already on probation.
Wow.
That is weird. You don't
Wow.
expect that.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect that.
Yeah,
from
and
these
who's also
stand-up
the
citizens.
trash people that are buying animals through marketplace, all that kind of stuff without proper papers and all this? Who's buying that? You know they're stolen.
I don't know.
I mean, if you can't find them from a breeder,
Yeah, you know it's legit, not
But Thatcher wants a French bulldog.
Oh, man.
And if Thatcher wants a French bulldog, then that is what he will get.
This is a good time to administer swamp justice.
Yep.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Not an excessive amount, just a little bit. As soon as a guy threw a puppy out the window,
all bets are off.
Yep.
Little swamp justice time.
Yeah, the cop should have accidentally bumped into him. And the guy
somewhere
fell,
between.
Oops, I didn't mean to hit him.
I mean, I'm sorry. I know the world's black and white sometimes, but
This is why I love Justified.
somewhere between the walk down the stairwell, that guy might trip or something. I don't know.
By accident.
And I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Man, scumbags.
Scumbags would love to kick them all in their nuts big time.
Anyway. I know. Got you fired up.
You got me fired up.
Just in time for sports. All right, Lern, what do we got?
Well, Rizz, it's presented by DraftKings at Casino Queen. You think you know football? Bet on it at DraftKings at Casino Queen Sportsbook. All right, you guys, we're going to start with the Blues. Coach Craig Berube is loving what he is seeing in Colton Parayko this season. In fact, I saw a quote online that said, Craig said, he's skating so well. He's a big guy, strong, that can really move. He's using his feet extremely well and his shot. So that's really neat. And then I heard one of the players say at a conference after their win Saturday, 4-2 against Pittsburgh, this guy said, last game, we didn't have the best game. We wanted to come out with some pace and some chances tonight.
Don't open up another box.
And so they won 4-2. The next Blues game is happening tomorrow, 7:45. St. Louis will be in Winnipeg against the Jets.
Dude, Rafe is just rolling through these boxes.
Yeah. Smash Brothers, dude.
I'm going to be honest. The last one I opened was very stale and all stuck together, so I opened another one.
All right.
All right, in NFL, CBS aired a graphic during yesterday's Chiefs game to show Travis Kelce's stats. They're better when Taylor's in the house. He averages about 99 yards a game when she's at a game, and then 46.5 when she's not.
Whoa.
In other NFL news, Tom Brady and Irina Shayk have called it quits.
Ah.
Okay.
The NFL
Be together forever, but
also sent out a memo warning franchises about the potential sanctions against players and organizations participating in fights on the field. The memo from the NFL said fighting is irreconcilable with the league's values and is never acceptable. Any players or team personnel that participates in fights would be subject to suspensions, ejections, and significant fines. And teams, Rizz, could also be penalized with forfeiting a draft pick if they participate in the fisticuffs.
Has it been a bit more chippy this year, you think?
Depends on the games.
Isn't it kind of fun, though?
I think it hasn't been. From what I've seen in
All
the
right,
couple of
boys,
games
huddle
I've
up.
watched.
No fighting. Now go out there and tear someone's head off. Break.
Hey,
Let's barely touch anybody out there, okay?
that's right. The NFL Pick'em Challenge, which we're all participating in against the Fast Lane. Now, look, I did some math, and right now, the team with 26 points is the Fast Lane. They are winning. We only have 25 points this
That
week.
seems bad.
I would like to congratulate myself for being the best on our team this week. And
True.
And I would like to not congratulate Rizz for having to take 4 shots in the butt tomorrow.
Sorry, dude.
Oh, dude.
We all have the
4?
49ers
Dude.
tonight.
It was,
You're already up to 4?
yeah.
I don't know what's going on
It's week
with
7, and I've lost 4 weeks.
My gosh.
I got 4 shots coming my way tomorrow.
That'll be
Out
fun.
of all the games played yesterday, I only got 4 correct.
Could be worse.
Well, I
It was a weird day.
And
was an
don't be like,
awful
oh,
day.
dude, you suck because you only got 5. So
Yeah, we crushed it.
And I only got
Whoa.
6.
Why is this getting directed to me?
He needs to
You're
be
right in
angry
front
at
of me.
somebody,
you're right in front
She
of
only
me.
got 6.
but I won.
But she won.
She
So
dominated.
she,
I thought it was 6. Yes. You
I
guys,
was saying it was a tough day. It was a low score across the board.
Yeah.
I was last night, I went to bed
Think about that.
hoping the Dolphins would win, and damn it, they didn't.
26 points total won with 5 people on each team playing. That means every team, each room was averaging about 5 picks. Every underdog won.
Yeah.
Dude, on the fast lane, so BT won with 7.
Holy smokes.
Rivers had 4. Everybody else had 5. So Rivers is right there with me. Everybody's got San Francisco tonight, by the way.
Right.
That is
So that's why
great.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
So that's why it doesn't matter.
Man, that worked out.
In City SC, they're going to face the winner of the wild card matchup between Sporting KC and San Jose Earthquakes. Now, for City SC, round one of the playoffs begin on Sunday, and this is very exciting. There will be 3 matches, and City SC finished top of the West with a 17-12-5 record, 56 points, 62 goals for, 45 goals against, and plus 17 goal differential. I don't know what that means. And then St. Louis owned an 11-4-2 home mark and a 6-8-3 away record. So congratulations
Okay,
to
but
them.
people are super pissed off.
Why?
Because the first playoff game, the first City SC playoff game, the game they got,
The 29th?
winners of the West,
Yeah.
the Sunday at 9 p.m.
Yes.
People are like, what the hell? It's late. It's a
Right.
late Sunday game.
And out of the 3, it is the latest. Yeah.
No, probably because you're on the West.
I guess so.
And they're going, that would be
You're going to have to take off work.
7 o'clock
Yeah,
West Coast time. I mean, that does suck.
big time.
In baseball,
St. Louis got the shaft for being in the West.
the Arizona Diamondbacks are still alive in the MLB playoffs. If you've been watching their series with Philadelphia, you might be wondering, why is their mascot a bobcat and not a snake? Well, from 1998 until 2005, the Diamondback Stadium was known as Bank One Ballpark, or the BOB. So they came up with D. Baxter the Bobcat, which is a good way to go, considering a snake mascot with no arms and no legs would be kind of a rough thing to pull off as a baseball team. Okay.
Never thought of that.
Thank you.
I've been thinking about the guy in the mascot,
The
costume.
Cardinals are off tonight. We do not have an NFL team, and this has been your sports. Thank you.
Wonderful job,
Thanks.
Lern. I think we're all a little more sports savvy.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
me
Because
too.
of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I tell you what, yesterday's NFL Pick'em Challenge was terrible. It was awful. We all did bad.
You know what I did? I looked at Jamie Rivers' picks, and I copied them, but I changed 2 of his picks, like for myself.
This is his worst week, by the way.
I know. So what a time to really copy his
Yeah, it
test.
paid off.
think
He must
won.
have got word.
No, but
I think
I-
he got wind that you were copying him. so
Well,
he's
he
like, I'll
didn't.
switch
I
it.
didn't tell it. I didn't even tell you guys what I was doing, and I don't do that every week. I'm doing weird things to get ahead in this NFL
did it.
draft thing. Yeah.
You won.
You're doing great.
I have 4 shots coming my way
I
tomorrow.
know.
4.
I
Damn
hate
it.
this.
It was crazy. The Bears won. Who saw that coming? Like all these crazy games.
The
There was some,
Patriots
like,
won.
blow-
Patriots beat the
too.
Bills. It was wild, man.
Yeah.
Just a wild. Everything I was looking at, I was like, Atlanta's going to win that game.
The Ravens
Against Tampa.
destroyed the Colts.
No, they
Lions.
destroyed
The Lions, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, they made him look silly.
Lions got
Took 'em
And
out.
I love-
the Lions. I'm sorry.
I
Took
love
'em out
before that
back.
game you hear on ESPN, they're like, they're definitely the best team in NFL, the Lions. They're going to blah, 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 and all this. And then they just come out and get destroyed.
All right, we'll take one final break. We'll come back. We'll wrap her up. For us, Donnie Fandango is next. Moon back from Vegas tomorrow, so we'll get the full show back. All right, got to shout out the hats of the week. First off, thanks to Bombshell Construction Services for being on my head this week. Bombshell Construction Services specializes in high-end residential and commercial development. Check out Bombshell Construction Services on Facebook, and you'll see why it isn't built until it's Bombshell built. Lern?
Yes, Elder Emo Co. is on my head. It's a woman-owned clothing brand here in St. Louis that creates original artwork inspired by emo, punk, and alternative music. You're going to want everything that you see at elderemoco.com. It has never been a phase. It's a lifestyle.
Thank you, Elder Emo. And
Fired up jellies and jams straight out of So Ill, baby, and into your schnooks. Whole lot of sweet with just a little heat. Go to Schnucks, go to the deli section, ask for Fired Up Jellies and Jams, or order online at firedupjnj.com.
also going to shout out EPC up there in St. Charles for they'll be sponsoring Moon's Head tomorrow. And all of these companies made a very generous donation to the Song Society,
Very cool.
which is very cool of them. All right, today's podcast is titled...
It is titled, Get In There, Australia.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Get in there.
In there. All right, anything else, ladies and gentlemen?
No, follow us all on the socials.
I want to say the song dropped this weekend, Margaritaville.
Oh,
My
Scott's
new single, so
Margaritaville.
it's out everywhere, I believe. At least it's on Spotify, YouTube, and should be dropping everywhere else if it's not there yet. But if you have an Instagram or something, make sure to use that in the background, have some fun with
Is
that.
it on your socials?
Yeah, I post it up.
Okay.
It'll be
Make
on
sure
the
we
Rizz
put it on
Show.
our socials,
yeah,
too.
I will. And,
Throw it up there. The
yeah,
world
we're
needs to
gonna
hear it.
blast it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
crank
gonna
it
be
up
the
and
hit
rip off
Halloween
the knob.
jam.
Perfect
Number one
timing.
Halloween song of all time. So I'm pretty excited.
By USA Today, they did a list.
Yes, they sure
Thank you.
did. So Margaritaville, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, if that's it, then we leave you with a selection from our Team Rizz Member of the Day, which is brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, hotshotsnet.com/Team Rizz. Angela Menego from Fenton is...
Angelo!
I'm sorry, I said it wrong. Magano. Magano.
Sorry.
Angela Magano. Got it right, from Fenton. And Angela wants to hear this song, and here it is, and we will see you tomorrow. Done it next. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Rizzuto Show.
All right, so here we are backstage, way back Point Fest, and we are absolutely thrilled. Myself, Mr. Jeff Burton.
Thank you. It's thrilling to be here with you. Oh, you're talking about them.
Right. Noodles and Peanut. Gentlemen, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming back.
You guys get along like me and Noodles get along. I can see that.
Sure.
I mean, like, we have known each other for a long time.
Yeah,
like,
kind of the same, right?
there are, I mean, he was at my bachelor party, for goodness sake, so you know what I mean?
Oh,
Nice. No stories. Okay. No backstories.
There's
Okay,
lots.
so how much tape you got in the thing? With the thing there? How much?
And it's really similar because me and Noodles should have known each other for a really long time.
We should have. We're
That's
definitely
exactly the same.
kindred spirits. As soon as we get together, we really do just
Yeah, we click
like
really
that.
nice.
Well, how long have you guys known each other, though?
10 years now, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, that's
Well,
when we
from touring.
did the first tour. Yeah,
Yeah, but we didn't really start hanging out until we started doing press together on this
one.
run.
That's
yeah.
when we solidified our bond.
Well,
for sure.
we recognized genius and humor.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Sure.
It's like,
Yes.
he's one of me.
So you guys are hanging out socially then, outside of
Because
of
we're
this
not.
stuff?
We're not at all.
And same in the band. We're burning each other out.